And
Ass
that's
things that we kind of avoid. We avoid doing things for certain reasons, but I guess we don't really know what the reason is deep down. You know what I'm saying?
right, man. Like, damn, that's such a great question, man. It's like I have so many answers for it, but like, what's the right answer?
I mean, I can give you my
Like,
answer.
let me hear your answer first.
All right, so I know that whenever I'm not in a good mood and I'm just going through shit where I can't enjoy being in the moment with a group of friends or family members or something like that, then it's like I don't want to be around them because I feel like I'm taken away from the experience of everybody else involved. Even if it's a one-on-one experience like me and you are having right now, if I was having a really fucked up day, I'd be like, bro, this podcast is just not going to happen today. Because I probably wouldn't be able to have as empathetic of a conversation with you. I wouldn't be able to pay attention to what you have to tell me. You know what I mean? So it's like whenever you're going
Right,
through your
right.
own shit up top, it's hard to really actually pay attention to what's going on in the real life or real
Right,
world
right.
rather.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Because it's like, man, if you are mentally not okay, you probably shouldn't be around people. Yeah, you should probably seek help. So it's like,
Yeah.
man, I like always been a proud person. Never really talk about my problems with people. Always had to keep it in. Always had it so strong because like I had a rough childhood. So it's like me, I became my family protector. So it was like to me, I couldn't allow anyone to see me down. So it's kind of it kind of like goes into that. Like I can't see y'all me down. Um, it's just like, man, people have so much stuff to worry about in life that it's like, can they handle your stuff at this moment or do they even want to? So it's like, if I can't be on positive vibes, I don't want to be around people because I feel like I'm a negative vibe, and no one likes negative vibes.
Like a burden, kind of. Like you feel like you're
Yeah,
putting shit on them that they didn't ask for, kind of.
exactly. It's just because some bad shit's happening in my life doesn't mean I should bring that stress, my yeah, pretty much like a burden. So it's like, nah, I'm good.
I think that's how a lot of people that go through depression and shit are. Like a lot of some people are kind of like extroverts whenever they're depressed. They feel like an excessive need to go out and chill with some friends or something, whereas other people kind of just like hermit up and they think a lot about it. They don't want to go and put that extra stress on their friends and shit like that. They rather just go through all of it on their own. I think that's a healthy way to go about it, though. There's nothing wrong with dealing with shit on your own. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of my growth that I've done, most of my growth has been done on my own.
But yeah, this was something uh like she fucked with me mentally, dog. Like she mentally abused me. So like I tell anyone that I'm around like that are my good friends that I'm mentally fucked up in the head.
Right.
Gonna lie about it. I don't. It's not. I'm not ashamed to say it because it's like I'm mentally fucked in the head.
From that
Yeah,
relationship in specific.
yeah, man. Just mostly that one because like I've been through so much trauma with her. Like she tried to kill herself twice in front of my face.
That's pretty, damn. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
like man, trying to stop someone from killing themselves while they're still trying to kill themselves while you're trying to stop them is like one of the most traumatizing things I ever like. I've seen a lot of traumatized stuff in my childhood, but like someone trying to kill themselves in front of me, it's like they have a child as well. So it's like I don't have any kids, man, but like damn, you're really trying to like kill yourself over some I can't even say stupid shit, but like you got to the
Yeah.
lowest point in your life that you're really trying to kill yourself and someone's right here trying to stop you and you don't care and then
Yeah.
you're saying a lot of foul shit.
Yeah.
Man, she said a lot of foul stuff.
I could imagine
It's
whenever
like
she's going through something like that.
yeah, she was like just let me go and I was like fuck no, saying a lot of foul shit that like I couldn't even imagine saying to someone that I was mad at.
Right. I mean,
So
I would take those words kind of with a grain of salt. If you know, I mean, this is just my personal advice. If somebody's already in the psychological state of wanting to kill themselves, then what they have to say, you know, all that shit might, I would just ignore most of it. I wouldn't ignore it, but I wouldn't
oh
let it
yeah,
hit you like it's a personal attack.
Right. Like I didn't take it as a personal attack. I was just like, damn, because like, man, I don't even care what you have to say to me. I don't care what you have to say to me. The fact that I'm truly trying to save your life. The fact that you swallowed hella pills and I'm trying to get all them pills out your system.
That's the hard part,
And
man. A lot of people are fucked up off them pills right now. A lot of people.
she's not a pill popper, dog. She just smokes weed. That's all she does. She's not a drinker. So the fact that I caught her swallowing hella pills, drinking vodka and tequila, like chugging it, man, chugging it, and locked herself in the bedroom. I got her to lay down, and as soon as I got out of that room, she dipped to the bathroom and locked herself. That's when she swallowed pills.
That's a hard thing, bro, is that, you know, people, whenever I see somebody that's going through something like that, like actually like in their head, they can't find resolution to anything whatsoever. I look at them like they're a child, like, because everybody had to get to that point somehow. Something led up to that. And it's like everybody was a kid at one point. Everybody had information put into our brains that made us who we are. So whenever you see somebody in that, like the most vulnerable point in their life, because I've seen some pretty terrible shit myself whenever it comes to that, and I've dealt with a lot of different suicidal people in my life, and it's not an easy thing. You know what I'm saying? But you have to look at it through a perspective of, you know, obviously they don't want to be there doing what they're doing right now.
Right.
If they could change it, they would.
Yeah. But it's they're also willing to change it though. That's also the problem.
Yeah. That's a hard thing too. It's like it takes a special type of person to, I don't know. I don't think it takes any type of person to get that that people need to get on medications or something like that. It just like, some people, it just pops in their head like, okay, I'm fucking crazy, I need to get on medication. And then some people just go off the rails, you know?
Yep. Because it's like, man, I've been debating about it, man. Honestly, like I keep telling people how I'm fucked in the head, how I'm not okay. Like, but I also know that I am okay. Cause like I know I'm okay, and I know this whole thing's stupid, but like how she fucked with me mentally, I'm not okay. Like I'm not okay in the head. Like
it's not stupid.
Yeah, man. There was many times cause I work 12-hour shifts. There was one day, man, and lately I haven't been sleeping and haven't been eating. Yeah. There's one day, fucking, I got off at work and I just started driving. Like I don't really have a place to stay. Like I know I told myself after work I'm gonna go to my mom's house to at least take a shower. Then
interesting parallels to the events of the.
Hold on one second. I'm sorry, my TV just turned on. All right, go ahead.
Good. I thought that was my.
Nah, I'm sorry, bro. Hey, I'm sorry.
That was
everybody.
my laptop. I was like, wait a second.
Nah, I'm sorry, but I was listening. So, can you get back to where you were at? My bad, bro.
You're good. I was like, what the hell is my laptop doing?
It's the bumps in the road. They're inevitable. They're gonna happen.
Yeah. So I just drive right past my mom's house, man. But I was telling myself I need to go take a shower, and I just kept driving. I finally snapped out of it, and I was like, where the fuck am I at, dude? I found out that I drove 4 hours away, not knowing where the hell I was going. Just drove 4 hours away, not listening to music.
I was just about to say, did you have any music on?
No music on, no nothing on, man. Like not even radio itself, man. Not on. And I just drove and fucking I snapped because I was like, where the fuck am I? I've never been to this place. I didn't even know where I was at in Missouri. I was still in Missouri, but I was just gone. I had no idea where the hell I was at.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I really gas was almost on E, and I was like, dude, I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's a hard thing, bro, because I could put myself kind of in that situation. It's like after I have like a really rough day, I'll be in the car and I just won't turn on any music. But I could imagine what emotional state you were in driving fucking 4 hours with nothing on, just in your own head. That's pretty heavy.
And see, and this what makes my job the worst. So my job is 12 hours, and you could be standing right next to me, dog, and I cannot hear you because it's so loud in there. So it's there's no point in talking to anyone because you can't hear them and you can't understand them. And so it's like And you have to stay busy. You can't be on your phone, so you're always in your head constantly, 24/7, nonstop. You're in your head. You're either
Yeah.
talking to yourself or you're trying to talk to someone, and it's like I'm not gonna keep saying what to everyone. So it's like my job not the problem. It's the fact that I'm always in my head. So like after work, I just drove, man, and four straight up 4 hours, and had no idea where I was going.
Whenever you realize that like you were on empty and you've been driving for that long, like did you like stop and just kind of think about like how long you just drove for? Like that's a long fucking
No,
time to be in a car. You just like, oh, I just drove 4 hours. It's time to go home. And did you listen to like music on the way home?
uh, but when I realized where I was at, like finally, because like I pulled over for the longest. I was like, where the fuck am I? Like not scared, but like kind of like I don't really know how to know what the feeling was, but it's like I wasn't scared, wasn't necessarily afraid.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dude, where the hell am I? Like I had no service coming through my phone anymore. Like I was in the middle of nowhere in Missouri.
Did you feel like that maybe you just like meditated for 4 hours in a car, like on autopilot that entire time?
Probably like man, I stepped out of my car, walked around it to make sure I didn't even hit anything because like I don't really remember driving this far. I just remember telling myself I'm gonna go to my mom's house to at least take a shower.
Yeah.
Uh, I just drove. So man, fucking uh, some dude pulled over, asked me if I was okay, and I was like, yeah, man, but I have no idea where the hell I'm at.
Oh, so you pulled over
Put me
like on the
on.
side of the road. You didn't even pull over like at a gas station or anything.
There was nowhere around. Didn't I couldn't get service or internet connection to even tell me where I was at.
Wow.
So some dude just pulled over and was you okay? And I was like, yeah, man, I just don't know where the hell I'm at. I don't know. I think he said the nearest town was fucking 5 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I don't even remember the place he told me I was at. I
I
know
mean,
I was past Springfield, Missouri. I was past Springfield, Missouri.
how much family do you have in Missouri? Is your whole, you said, I know that you said that you have some family in Missouri, right?
So, um, the like the Anton name, we have so much. Family is big, but not in Missouri. And
Right, right,
I
right.
don't know. I don't know the rest of the family. Like most of our family comes from Virginia, Minnesota, and California,
Mm-hmm.
and another state. I don't know any of those people
Right.
on my dad's side. I don't talk to anyone on my dad's side. Never really met any of them, so I don't know a couple of them. I don't really talk to them. Don't care to. So it's like my family here in Missouri is like very very small.
Right. Are
So
you like communicating with them? Like, do you stay in close contact with the family you do have in Missouri?
the only family I keep in contact with is my mom, mm, two brothers. I
Do you have
had a
older
big
brothers
falling
or
out with my
younger brothers?
older brothers. I'm the fourth child.
So you're the youngest?
Yeah, I'm the youngest boy. Because it goes on my mom's side. It goes my brother Jesse, my sister Katie, my brother James, then me, and then my little sister Kelly.
Damn. So yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, that has to be interesting being like on the younger side too, because I'm the oldest of six, and it's like a whole different experience for me, I'm sure.
yeah, like man, it's crazy though because I was my mom's runt. I was my mom's tiniest child she's ever had. I
Mm.
am taller and bigger than all of them.
That's how it works. That's really how it works too.
And it's like uh my oldest brother, he's only 5'7". Other my other brother, he's 5'5", 5'6", and
What are you
my
like, six
sister's
foot eight?
5'3". Man, I fucking wish. I told everyone as a little kid, I'm gonna be 6 foot and there's nothing they can do about me. I am 3 inches short from being 6 foot, dog. I'm 5'9".
Hey,
5'10" with boots on.
there you go. Hey, I know that they're gonna have all kinds of enlargement surgeries here in the future. They're gonna have like dick enlargement. They're gonna have calf enlargement. You're gonna be able to put like an extra 6 inches in your calves with like bionicle calf injections.
I'm doing all of that, man. Because I told everyone as a young kid, I'm gonna be 6 foot. There's nothing no one can do to me. 6 foot.
Hey,
I didn't make it to 6 foot.
Elon Musk might help you live that dream for real. He really might.
True, I don't need him, bro. That's all I wanted to be was 6 foot. 6 foot was the highest I wanted to be. 6'1", maybe.
See, I wish that I was 6 foot. I wish I was like 6 foot 6'1". 6'5", that shit is too big for anything. Like I can't get on rides at like theme parks and shit. Any ride that I strap into because my torso is so long, like it'll be like the lap belts. Those ones I literally feel like, because I don't have an ass at all. Like I have no ass whatsoever. And I feel like I'm falling out of the roller coaster seat. I feel like literally I'm sliding out of it because I'm so top heavy, bro. I don't feel comfortable on roller coasters. Fuck all that. Fuck all that.
And oh man.
Cars, can't fit in fucking cars. I can't sit up straight in any fucking vehicle at all. No vehicles.
See, that's why I told myself 6 foot up cool. I don't want to be any taller than 6 foot. There's no need to be.
You know the Big Show is like 7'1".
I thought he was 7'2".
Shit, he might be taller than that. I always thought that he was just like watching him on TV. I always thought that he was just like a really like big dude, maybe like 6'5", but I thought that he was just hella fat. I didn't know that he was legitimately like a fucking center in the NBA.
Oh, yeah, man. I always thought he was like 6'8", like almost 500 pounds.
That dude's a fucking beast. You know he has a 6-pack now? He's in his 50s and he has a 6-pack.
Yeah, man. When I saw him lost all that weight, and he's so big up top, man.
Hell yeah,
his bottom does not look his bottom does not look right. that man is healthy.
That's funny, yeah. I think his legs are kind of small. He has like little calves. Last time I looked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like his name, Braun Strowman. That dude's big.
Fuck yeah, that dude is huge.
Yeah, that man is humongous, dog. I would not want to mess with him, and he's the nicest guy ever.
Definitely, he's a really good content creator too. Like I love watching his YouTube channel and shit. I love watching his stuff.
That dude is really nice. Like I would expect someone like that, and like my nephew got into wrestling, so I had to start watching wrestling again. I'm like, that's a big ass dude.
You're talking like sounds, WWE wrestling or pro wrestling, or like official wrestling?
WWE.
Okay, my bad. I just had to make sure.
But you're good. Like, yeah, my nephew's into that. And then I saw that dude, like, I saw him on a podcast, and I was like, that dude's really nice.
Mm-hmm. He is nice.
Really nice.
Were you ever into wrestling? Did you ever have like that phase where you were just like wearing Rey Mysterio wristbands and shit?
Hell, I was a broke kid, so I never got any of that WWE. I mean, I had the toys, but like never the attire. So, but hell yeah,
right. Hell yeah. I remember growing up, my pops had money, but my pops was like, me and him didn't get along growing up at all. Like we just had a lot of differences growing up, and it was what it was. So I ended up like staying with oh shit, I think we lost our boy. He's coming back.
You hear me?
All right, I hear you now. But like me and my pops didn't really get along. He always like, I mean, he struggled like from the time I was born all the way up until I was about 6, and then he got a union job, and he, you know, had money from then on out, and was able to like keep a roof over our head and all that shit. But I ended up staying with my mom, and she was like always hella poor at all times, pretty much. Like we were moving every few months, you know, it seemed like there for a few years, like every few months we were getting evicted and shit. And I remember like she couldn't really get me the WWE attire, but whenever I went over my pop's house, he would always get me like Rey Mysterio wristbands, Rey Mysterio face mask, fucking the Big Show soundtrack, John Cena CD. I remember the John Cena CD. He fucking came out with like an official album one time. That was pretty dope. I like that.
I had that CD, bro. I had that CD.
I listened to that shit on replay in a CD player whenever I went to sleep at night. Honestly.
The man, I used to always walk in my room like I'd play that first song, his theme song when he came out. It would not come in my room until I hear fucking the Abado or whatever the hell it was.
I don't want to sit here and do it, but maybe like a couple of years ago I would give it a shot, but I can't do it anymore. I don't have the pipes on me that I used to. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna do it, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna embarrass myself.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. There's no embarrassing yourself, bro. It's not like this stays on the internet forever. You know?
Oh no, I wouldn't care, man.
Yeah.
It's like, shoot, man. I even been telling myself I should be in a podcast with someone. I know I couldn't start it myself.
Yeah, you could
just be like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I could, but it's like I'd rather be on someone's podcast.
Yeah.
I listen to Ray Lewis podcast all the time. Ray Lewis is one of my biggest
influences.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're good, bro.
Yeah,
marijuana burn.
Man, he's the reason why. Right, he's the one that really got me. Like, reason why I am a Baltimore Ravens fan.
That's one thing I do remember about you.
Yep. Met him, dog. He didn't have to come up to me because they told us before we get onto that field. There is no bothering the athletes, there is no talking to the athletes, and there is no touching the athletes or asking for any type of autograph. Just stand there, and you wait till you have to play. That dude went down the line, and I was way too far. Like I was at the other end zone. This man walked all the way down there, bro, just to say something to me.
What?
I'll never forget those words. Yeah, man, I'll never forget those words because like. Scared the hell out of me, man. Because I'm like, I don't know if I was looking at this, I was looking around, but like not to my right, just looking around.
Yeah.
Like, this is amazing. This is where I'm gonna be in my life.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. I'm 5'9", I ain't going nowhere.
Hey, come on now. There's some 5'9" NFL players out there.
Hey man, not the position I wanted to play at.
What are you talking about? They got 5'9" wide receivers. You're fucking crazy. What position did you want to play?
Defensive end, linebacker, defensive tackle.
I mean, yeah, I mean, those are normally pretty big guys. You could have played that position in college if you wanted to.
Maybe college, but then when said like, oh, this dude's only 5'9". Nah,
yeah,
I need a big boy to stuff that line.
Yeah, it'd be over once you hit the league.
Yeah,
probably.
Man, I'm just looking around like, holy crap, this is what they get the chairs in, and all I hear is a hey. I'm like, huh? I'm like. Looked him right in the chest, and I was like, "Oh shoot!" Like, man, I'm a little kid, man, looking up, like breaking my neck. Like, this is a god I'm looking at. Like,
how old were you?
Never seen. I was either 4th or 5th grade at this time.
Okay, so you were like probably like 9 or 10.
Yeah, staring at a giant, man.
Yeah. What did he say to you?
Pretty much. As he said to me, like, I still remember the stinging of my hand when he slapped my hand because I was like, damn, dude. It was like, you're going to play great today. Everything you're going to do, you're going to be great at it. Or something farther like the line of that. I had the best game of my life after that. Best game of my life.
Fuck yeah.
I played center on Little League. No one came through. I'm pushing everyone down, making tackles. Man, I had the greatest game after I met him. And it's like, after that, I went home, looked up who the hell the player was, because I was just getting into football. I didn't know who players were. Really didn't even know what all teams there were. So I looked it up, and I was like, that's the man, number 52. 52. And I remember next year when they asked me what my number wanted to be, I was going to say 52, but I was like, nah, 54. I got to be 2 times better than he is. But I could have 100, so I was like, I'm just going to be 2 plus 2 the number he was.
There you go.
Or number 54 throughout the rest of my playing career. Refused to take any other number. Didn't allow anyone to take my number 54 away.
Fuck yeah.
My number.
That's pretty cool. Hey, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to, my memory is like jogging back up. So you said that your name was Spank on Twitch. Your name wasn't Spank My Dank, right? That wasn't you, was it?
So Spank My Dank is me on Twitch. Spank the God is me on Discord. Because I kind of got tired of. There was.
I thought that's who it was. Okay, I thought
I wanted to stream.
I thought that's who you were. I was just trying to like catch my brain up because I remember talking with you all the time in my Twitch, and I remember you were my moderator on Twitch. We're friends on PlayStation and shit, bro. It's fucked up how bad the memory thing is.
So I don't know. So you man, see the thing is I have many names. Like on PlayStation, I'm Smokey314. It's like not many people know me by that anymore because like, yep. It's like no one knows me as that anymore. I mean, pretty much everyone knows me as Spank. And then because I remember that I wanted to really get involved in streaming, I was like, no one's gonna take the name Spank My Dank seriously enough.
Yeah, that's why I changed my name from Jelly Spank to the Late Bloomers Podcast. That's the exact reason why I did that. Yeah.
Right, because it's like no one's gonna take me serious and Spank My Dank. They think this is just gonna be some stupid, just something. So I was like, I'm gonna be Spank the God.
Just some fucking dork.
Yeah, they're like this guy.
Yeah,
you're gonna think something's always, I don't know,
goofy. You don't want to be a clown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like you gotta. It's kind of like how Jamie Foxx is. His real name isn't Jamie Foxx. I don't really remember what it was.
Oh shit! Hold on, let me find out what his real name is. Hold on.
This something. If he wasn't Jamie Foxx, he would have never made it in life. So sometimes you have to change your name to fit the platform.
Yeah, Eric Bishop. Eric Marlon Bishop.
Yeah. That means nothing to me, but you say Jamie Foxx, I'm like, oh, you mean the dude who's a musical artist, talented actor? Yeah, he changed his name to Jamie Foxx.
I think Jamie Foxx is talented enough to carry himself with the name Eric, whatever the fuck, Eric Bishop. I think that dude is so talented, it's not even fucking funny. He can do everything. He can dance. He can sing. He can perform. He can act. He can do everything. He's funny as fuck. I think that he has a couple of stand-ups.
Yeah, he did. And it was Jamie Foxx because back in the day you had to come up with a name for yourself.
Yeah, a lot of people did.
You would have to come up with the stupidest name for yourself.
Yeah.
So I forgot how he said he came up with the name. I think it was like the name was on the list. And just saw that and took it and ran with it. And that's how he became as famous as he is today. He says, as Eric Bishop, wasn't getting nothing.
I believe it. I think that if he was to be Jamie Foxx and then just say, yo, I'm tired of y'all calling me Jamie Foxx. My name's Eric Bishop. I think everybody would be fine with that. You'd see like if he would do it right now.
Yeah. Now, if he would do it right now, I don't think anyone would care because it's like, I mean, he's still always going to be Jamie Foxx.
Oh yeah, yeah. That name is stamped in my head. He's had so many epic roles that he's played that kind of are just like etched in my head. Like I can picture him in Baby Driver, like automatically in that red jacket. That movie was badass. He did really good in that movie.
Yeah, and it's crazy because when you think of Jamie Foxx, you're like, oh, that dude's not serious. But he's played so many serious roles. Like
he really has a lot of serious roles.
Wasn't he in Django?
Yeah, he was in Django.
Camera. There we go. Should be reconnecting. There we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's. And man's talented everything, really.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that I've watched that he's done with the exception of maybe I've seen him on a couple podcasts, and the way that he talks, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like the way that he kind of endorses himself. I think that it sounds kind of corny. You know what I mean? I feel like he doesn't need to endorse himself the way he does. I feel like his talent kind of speaks for itself in a sense.
I agree, definitely. I mean,
I'm hitting this Blackberry.
So much that dude can do.
Blackberry Kush.
One thing I am really proud of myself about all the stuff I'm going through. I've done it sober. I've smoked.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm really proud of myself.
Dude.
Like,
Holy
man,
shit.
Damn. Every time I touch the camera. Yeah, man. So it's like I'm really proud of myself because it's like, man, I have weed that I have just sits there now. I have had, I'm not gonna say bottles of Crown. I'd say I had a couple bottles of Crown. And it's like got to the point where I was about to, and as soon as I put it to my lip, I put it down and I chucked the bottle. Like, man, I'd rather do this sober so I can be proud of myself even more. I got to the point where I was like, bro, I hate myself. It's like
right.
Everything I've been doing sober.
I mean,
it's like, oh, so I can't invite you to go out no more. It's like, no, you can. I could control myself. It's just when I'm alone, I won't control myself.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I'm kind of with you on that. I go through a lot of similar things. I really think that since I moved to California, though, I've learned a lot of self-control. My girlfriend has been like really supportive. Pretty much anytime that I've went through shit, and I went through a lot of different, like right after my surgery, I was on a lot of painkillers, and having to get off of those, that was really fucking tough. Like I went through withdrawals for like a week. Like I was just puking nothing really. I was puking air like after the third day because I had nothing in my stomach. There was nothing I could hold down.
You had surgery in your head, right?
Yeah, I had a brain aneurysm. I had brain surgery in 2016.
That's what it was.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like whenever you do a big life-changing thing like what you're doing right now, like addressing your mental illness, which is huge. It's something that it takes like a lot of balls to do, seriously, because a lot of people don't do it. It really does, because it's some of the hardest things to do in the world. But whenever you do that sober, I feel like you learn even more about who is like actually deep down inside. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man. It's like since I've been sober through all of this, I started reconnecting like my brothers, my second family that are like we're family friends. Started like reconnecting with them again, and it's like, my second family, his wife told me is that I forgot who I am. That's your problem, because everything you're telling me and everything that you said you have done, because that's not you at all. Because I've been knowing you for 10 plus years, and that's not you. You forgot who you are, and you just gotta go find out who you are.
When did he tell you that? How old were you?
But when I forgot myself?
Well, I mean, yeah, but whenever he had that specific conversation with you.
That was last night.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's like still kind of fresh in your head. It's still like you're still definitely thinking on that one a lot.
And it's like, woke up today, man. I was like, I definitely did. Totally forgot who I was. Like, I have a big ass heart, big heart.
Definitely. I know that about you, and I haven't even met you in person. You know what I'm saying?
Big heart, man. Even on bad terms, I still want to make sure that you cool, that you okay, that like you Gucci pretty much. Like, man, anything you would ever need, I'll go help you with, or help you in some form of way. So it's like I have a big heart. Never lose that heart. Doesn't care how much trauma I go through. Can't lose it. Refuse to be a cold-hearted person. I mean, I could be cold-hearted to someone. That's if I'm fully done with you.
Right. That's after all bridges have been burned. And even then, I'm sure you have a hard time doing it.
I hate burning bridges, man. I hate burning bridges. And it's always been funny to me that anytime I do have burned bridges, everyone does a full circle, man, full circle. And then I think they can come back to my life and everything will be peachy. Like, no, I'm gonna
Oh,
put you through
okay.
trials and tribulations to be in my life.
Oh yeah.
I'm not the same person I was.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not the same person I was. So you have to show me how you deserve to be in my life.
Definitely. Absolutely. That's a good way to look at
So,
it too. Some people let people back
because
in way too easily.
and it's like no, like what was I told yesterday?
It is like no, like fuck no, actually. Like not
Yeah.
today.
It's like I was told this yesterday. God is God is there to forgive. That's not my job.
Say that one more
Forgive you.
time.
Like I'll never forget what you did. Because it's God's job to forgive you. That's not mine.
Right, right.
You're wish I could remember that because that dude was drunk as hell saying that.
I mean, I feel like
Like
that what you
couldn't
said
really
makes sense. Like that's an interesting way to look at it because some people, you know, feel like that they have to forgive and find that forgiveness in order to resolve the issue, where other people look at it like I don't have to forgive you. I can move on without forgiving you.
exactly. And that's something I really learned, man. Because I'm a big person of forgiveness, and I'll forgive you early. I'll forgive you when I really don't forgive you. But it's like I know I
Yeah,
will. I
yeah.
just won't forget what you did.
Forget
Never
and
forget
not
what you did, and I'll
forgive.
never trust.
Or forgive and never
And
forget, rather.
exactly. And it's like I'll never forget what you did, and I can let it go, but I won't let it go because it's like I know what you did, and if you did it first time, you're more than likely gonna do it a second time. Is because you got too comfortable.
Oh
You
yeah,
get too comfortable around something, you feel like you could do whatever you want.
definitely you
So
do.
like, oh, you want to come back in my life? You got trials and tribulations, and most people won't do it. It's just like, oh, fuck that. It's like then you don't deserve to be in my life.
Exactly. If
Just
they want to be
precious.
in your life and they realize what you bring to the table is something that they truly want in their life for permanent, they're gonna work for that shit. Trust me, I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah, yeah. Like even the ending of this breakup, still being mentally messed up and stuff, and her bringing me down, man. I even begged for a second chance. I was like, let me prove it to you though. Like, don't give me a second chance. Tell me, okay, we got a second chance. No, let me prove all of that to you. Like, I won't be that same person. And then I slowly started realizing after I got out of her house that I'm not. I have faults. Not gonna lie, I have faults. I
Oh
think
yeah, me
everyone has
too.
faults in a relationship and stuff they need to work out.
Definitely.
But even when she did something I did not like, she manipulated me into thinking that it was my fault that she did it.
Right.
So I took blame for every single thing. And so it got to the point where it was like, I am the problem. I'm going to prove to you that I'm not this person, yada, yada, yada. And then once I slowly got out of there, I was like, none of that thing she made me think I am. None of that. And so it's
Exactly. I
like,
mean, that's exactly what the dude just told you yesterday is like, you don't, I feel that he feels like you've gotten away from who you are. And, you know, maybe that is
yeah,
part due to it's partly your fault, but maybe it's also because somebody else has
yeah,
been putting all these false thoughts of who they think you are in your head.
exactly, man. And it's crazy. It's crazy how much
It is
I
crazy. That's the word for it.
allowed someone to do. It's like, there's a lot of stuff. Like, I know the old me would have never allowed the stuff that has happened to not happen. I don't know what happened. I don't know where I lost myself. Like love will leave you blind. Love will definitely leave you blind.
Definitely it
I
will.
think I think that's what exactly happened. It's like I got blind and I forgot who I was. Like I put this girl on a pedestal. Like anything she wanted, got. Anything her daughter needed, got. Asked for anything in return, didn't want anything in return. Anytime I try to better my life in any situation, I didn't even do it. I didn't do it. Wasn't allowed to do it.
I mean, this is one thing that I will tell you, and this is something that I tell pretty much anybody in my life that is going through, you know, a lot of hardships and they're not really seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. It's like, I've met people where 6 months ago they were down bad. Their lives were in shambles. Their mental state was deteriorating. And then, you know, something happened, like you had that conversation with your with your psychologist, I think you said it was, or they get like a new
second family.
Sorry.
Sorry, just to know you're good.
Yeah. So something like that happens and they completely change direction. And like, it's just like something snaps in their head. You know, after I had my brain surgery, something snapped in my head. I was like, I have to stop treating my body like shit. I have to stop just doing whatever drugs somebody offers me at a party. I have to stop eating whenever the fuck I want to eat, eating whatever I want to eat at all times. I have to stop just sitting on the couch, not doing shit. So, you know, that snap for me right there, some people can make serious life changes without that snap, but that snap is very useful if you use it correctly. You know what I'm saying?
Right. See, and that's totally true. And but I feel like some people really do need that snap or that smack in the face. Other people won't do it, or they'll do it for a couple of days and be like, okay, I feel a little bit better. I can go back to staying in my bed 24/7. It's like, no, because then you're just gonna go right back to where you started.
Every time.
It's really about getting out your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
You are too comfortable with your life right now. You got to go find something to get uncomfortable.
That's the scariest fucking word in the dictionary right there, is comfortable. The scariest.
Yeah. It's when you get too comfortable with something, you accept everything. You accept all the bad that's happened because you're comfortable. And so no one wants to get out their comfort zone. Everyone hates getting out of their comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going back to Ray Lewis, one of his greatest quotes I can ever say is, don't get comfortable. They stay prepared so I can be comfortable.
Straight up. That's a great quote. Don't be comfortable. Stay prepared so I can be comfortable. Wait, say it again, because what I just said contradicted myself.
So one of his quotes, and I might not say his you're good. I might not say his quote word to word because there's always so much stuff running through, but it's
that's cool.
I don't get comfortable. I get prepared so I can be comfortable
in the future.
Yeah. So it's like, the thing is, and I really want to join his no excuses movement, but I'm not there yet. I don't deserve to be in that movement.
What's that? I mean, actually, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Tell me about it after you're done saying what you're saying.
I could.
Okay, cool.
No, so his no movement excuses, because I don't know, you ever heard his 52 card speech?
Nah, I haven't actually. Hold on. What is it called?
His 52 card speech on why he wears the number 52.
Let me look this up on YouTube. I want to put this up on the stream so everybody can watch this, because I've never watched it before. I'm sure a lot of people that aren't Ravens fans probably haven't. So it's called the 52 card speech.
Well, not card speech, but 52 speech. It's the reason why he wears the number 52. It's the reason why he had to do what he had to do.
52 cards, Ray Lewis motivational speech. All right. So I'm just going to play this in the background, no video. Let me see if that's working right.
Today, I wanted to just really
hold on one second, brother.
No, you're good, man. I'm watching your stream too, just in case.
Cool.
I don't want to miss a comment if someone has a question, so
I appreciate that, brother. You're the best. You need to be a moderator on. I think you're still a moderator, no? All right, hold on. I'm gonna be quiet so everybody can watch this.
I don't gamble in my house. Ain't no cars coming in my house. I said, Mom, I don't need them for gambling. I don't want them for gambling. I just need a deck of cards, Mom. My mom, for years, from the time I was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've never saw
on that video for a while.
a woman take so much physical abuse than the way I've seen my mother beat me every freaking day of my life.
That's pretty fucked up, having to watch that as a
I can't
kid.
help her because I'm not strong enough.
What?
Yeah,
I
I've been
don't have
there.
the
His mom getting beat.
to get these men off my mother.
Yep, so it's because there's 52
My
cards
mother's
in
a
a
very
deck.
high yellow woman, and every time they hit her, she would bleed from her eyes. She would walk around
so
for days.
Hey, me personally,
Sunglasses on
I don't know
in
if
the
you go watch the
house.
video or not.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and pause it. I mean, I'm not going to make everybody listen to the whole thing, but if you guys want to go and watch this, I'm going to watch it after this is over. It's called 52 Cards by Ray Lewis, motivational speech. And it's like, you don't have to be a football fan to watch some shit like that. That's just, you know, that's just some stuff I think everybody needs to hear.
So it's why he's big, and I can't imagine myself. I won't join the no excuses movement until I could do what he did with 52 cards. I won't do it until I get there.
What did he do with 52
I
cards?
don't know if you know. The reason why 52 really became a place in his heart, because it's 52 cards in a deck. Flip a card over, like you get what? You get a 2, you do two push-ups. And Jack, Queen, and King are 10s. Aces are 25, Jokers are 50. So he would go throughout all the cards, do as many push-ups as he could, go through the card, all the cards back together, reshuffle them, and then go do sit-ups. And he did that every day of his life till he got strong enough to protect his mom. No man would ever hit his mom again.
I'm sorry. But goddamn, that is that's pretty heavy. That's really fucking heavy.
Yeah, so he always carries a pack of decks with him, no matter where he goes. He always has 52 cards on him at all times, and he still does that workout to this day. He still does. And I was doing the math. He pretty much was doing, I want to say it was 300 something push-ups, and then turn around and do 300 something sit-ups in one sitting. That's why he is that big.
Yeah, I mean, he was
why he's that big.
I wonder how old he was whenever he started doing those exercises.
At the age of 14.
Fuck yeah, so he was pretty much breeding himself to be a football player and to beat that dude that was abusing his mom, obviously.
Yeah. So, and it wasn't. I don't think it was just that dude. It was like many dudes putting hands on his mom. So he's like, no one was allowed to.
Mm-hmm.
So, he's whole movement of no excuses. There's no excuse of why you can't do something today. Or why you making excuses for it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the kind of guy right there. I mean, it's very obvious that he makes no excuses. He does everything. It's like he stays in top. I feel like that he could get back out on the football field today. You know what I'm saying? He's still in great shape.
Most definitely.
But
I mean, he was.
Go ahead.
There was. I was gonna say there was a video of him running with high schooler kids at his son's football game, running like stride for stride with his son at a football game. Because I think his son got a like interception and was returning, and he ran like stride for stride with his son.
That's pretty cool.
I'm like, man, that's a 30, probably 40-something-year-old man running fantastically with his 18-year-old son or whatever the age he was.
Hell yeah. I could see LeBron kind of getting out on the court, and like I just want to see LeBron get on the court whenever Bronny's playing one game and just start dunking all over all those kids one time. Just one time.
Yep.
Just kind of like get them all believing that they're about to play a real game, and then like LeBron and Anthony Davis gets on the court and just starts demolishing them. That shit would be hilarious. That's something I would tune in to see.
Thank you.
I sent you a picture of that Jonathan Ogden card back in the day, right? I think I sent you a picture of that a while ago.
Yeah, you did. Yep. I remembered it because I was like, dude, I want that. I even offered you some money for it. I was like, I don't care what you want for it. I want it.
Hell yeah.
Then I remember you saying that your dad gave it to you, and I was like, I can't take that from you.
Yeah, there's
There's
not
no amount of
really
money in this world that I can pay you for that.
hold on. Give me 1 second. Somebody just said something in chat. Oh. And my girlfriend's in the room on the other side, so she hears me talking and then she hears me talking all over again like it's an echo. What was I about to say? Yeah, I don't really have too many things that my pops gave me, you know, as a kid. I honestly don't know what happened to all my shit that was at my pop's house, because like I remember having like 500 Cabbage Patch Kids inside of a binder, like the cards. Those cards were dope back in the day, bro. And whenever you go on eBay and you look up the prices for those cards, people are selling those cards for like $100 a pop, $200 a pop, sometimes $1,000 a pop. It's crazy. I want to know what happened to all my childhood shit growing up, because I remember leaving. I left my pop's house on bad terms. So like, I don't know what they really did with all my shit, but I left at like 14 and really didn't talk to them until I was like 21. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah, man, that's
a long time to hold on to your son's shit. But it's like, I just know if it was my son and it was all like his childhood shit, I would definitely hold on to it. You know what I'm saying? I would figure out a way.
Oh yeah, man, yeah. Like, I was just being, because being a child, I have a blanket I've had since I was 4 years old, man. Won't give it to anyone, won't throw it away.
The infamous
There's
blankie.
no rips on it, no nothing, no stains. And I won't give it away. And that blankie sits in my car. I don't allow anyone to sit on it, use it, that ain't me. Remember when my mom gave that blanket to my nephew. Time coming back to my mom's house and I see it, I gank it. Like, no, this is mine. I do not care. Like, this blanket means so much more to me. Y'all
how old were you whenever that happened?
And see, I'm about to be 24 next month, man. That was my nephew. I was probably around 17, 18, maybe 19 years old at age when I snatched that blanket up.
Oh shit.
I was looking for that blanket, man.
You were livid, huh?
Yeah, man, I was not happy because I was like looking for that blanket. Like, since coming back to my mom's house, I've been looking for my first stuffed animal. I'm looking for that mug. I put that thing in my car too. It's like, now no one gets to sit in the front seat no more, because this is where my boy Scruffy stays.
Your boy Scruffy, oh my fucking
god.
No,
man, that blanket goes straight to Scruffy, man. He was a little Dalmatian stuffed animal with a red collar, named him Scruffy. First stuffed animal I had at the age of 6. Couldn't let anyone touch it. When I was in the hospital in 5th grade, was it 5th grade? Yeah, 5th grade.
Why were you in the hospital?
The only stuffed animal I wanted, man. Like, give me my boy Scruffy. I need that. I got to miss the whole 5th grade for this. I don't think I ever told you. At the age of, not the age, but in 5th grade, I was diagnosed with MS. Falsely.
Oh wow.
Diagnosed with MS.
Oh
Didn't know
shit.
that till the time. I got to miss the whole 5th grade, man. So,
you got to miss the whole 5th grade?
It turns out I don't have MS. I have got to miss the whole 5th grade, man.
The 5th grade is dope, bro. You didn't get to miss it. What the fuck? I was
going back to school and missed all 5th grade, dude. All of it. Like, they at the end of the year, they gave me a packet of questions, and if I can answer all of them, I don't have to 5th grade again or whatever. I can go on to 6th grade with my friends and all that.
Oh, that's what's up.
They gave me the packet, aced that thing. So I was like, I learned all this in 4th grade.
Good shit.
So I got to go on to 6th grade with all my friends. I was thinking, man, I'm in the hospital. No teachers are sending me schoolwork. Man, I used to be a scrawny little kid, man. Like, getting out of the hospital, I weighed, what, 220, 240 going into 6th grade?
God damn. That's pretty big.
Huge, man. I was huge as a sixth grader. Like not even in height. Like I was still short as can be. Just a huge fat kid in sixth grade. Like where y'all hiding these chips at?
Yeah.
Man, once in the hospital, man, I wasn't allowed to really leave. Wasn't allowed to leave my room, man. I would always want to walk around like, no, you need to go back. Like, nah,
Yeah.
do it. So,
I mean, so whenever you got out of the hospital, did you like lose a considerable amount of weight or what?
no, I just got bigger and bigger and bigger because I still had to take pills. I was taking steroids and another pill that made me blow up.
God damn.
And the thing that really lost why I stopped taking pills and all that was my face. So in everything I do now, I lose all weight in the face before I lose
Right.
weight in anything else. Doesn't matter. No matter what I work out, I lose all weight in my face. So it's like I have a skinny man's face, but I have this big, huge, round body. So it's like sucks now.
Yeah, it just looks weird. Yeah, I feel that one. I was pretty fat in sixth grade too. I was
weird,
fucking
so
huge.
like, the biggest I've ever been, and I told myself I'll never go back to this. I was 310 pounds. Going into what? Freshman year, I was 310 pounds.
God damn. So you were 5'9",
Never
310
go back.
pounds?
Yeah. Dude, like, man.
Hey, hold on. Let me.
I wish I could
give
show
me one
you.
second. Let me hang up this call. Call you right back to try and see if I can get this delay down because we're a little delayed right now. Sorry about that, folks. We're gonna get this up and running soon. Technical difficulties would be like that. Let's see how that works. All right, can you hear me?
Sure.
All right, cool. I think I fixed that. Yeah, I was like a couple seconds behind, so I wasn't really hearing you.
So
I need to fix you on the camera too. All right, there we go. We got you.
a big man now.
Yes, sir. I just like keeping the little dog and the guy in the middle. I think that looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, shoot, I just realized. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you definitely got to keep that in the middle.
Definitely. It was kind of hard keeping that in the middle whenever I had 3 people on the podcast last time, though. I'm not going to lie. That first podcast was rough, dude. I was having the worst anxiety. I didn't have any nicotine the whole time because, like, I literally had to go to the vape store to buy a vape for this podcast because I can't do it without the nicotine. It's just undoable. But yeah, I was nervous, man. It was nerve-wracking doing that podcast. Like, the conversations that we were having were super, like, the conversations me and you were having are personal, but the ones that we were having were personal on like a hometown level that, like, pretty much anybody that was watching that podcast would have known pretty much everything that I was talking about. So I deleted that shit off my channel. I was like, I feel like I'm a regret having this on my channel, like, going forward. Somebody's gonna find that later on and just be like, yo, what the fuck? So I deleted it on everything.
See, that's definitely where I'm totally like different. Like, I'm proud of my past. Like, I can't allow no one can use my past as a weapon, man.
Yeah, but I was saying some shit that
did.
may or may not be incriminating. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to hide this person's name for the whole podcast, and then I ended up getting a little too high towards the end of the story, and I muted myself. I made sure that the name wasn't getting said on the mic, and then right at the end of the story, I slipped up and said his name. And it was a pretty intense story. It's like definitely something, even if I was in his position, with making the mistakes that he's made, I wouldn't want that out in the public at all. So I just did it for his sake. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, yeah, you know, I got you, because I mean, no, that's totally understandable. So I don't blame you on that at all.
I wasn't ashamed of what I said. I thought that shit was hilarious, but it's just that, you know, it's just not for everybody to hear. It's a good conversation to have with the people I was having it with, but that one just wasn't for everybody to hear. Yeah.
Got you. But no, that's totally understandable, man.
The story was for everybody to hear. Don't get me wrong, just not the fucking name at the end. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing.
Oh, okay. It was the name. That got you. Okay.
Yeah, the story is fucking amazing. It was about, I mean, I hate to talk about it again because I just talked about it yesterday, but it was about my buddy's crazy, like, Vietnam War veteran dad, like, shooting a gun, coming, because my buddy's house was pretty much the trap house, like, a bunch of shit going on. I'm not going to get deep into the story, but his father came down and shot his gun because he was pissed about how many people were in the house, and it whizzed by my boy's head and missed it by, like, a couple inches. I wouldn't even say it was 4 inches. I would say a cool couple inches. It was fucked up. That's crazy. I'll never forget that. And oh my God, that was a terrible situation. Crazy. But yeah, like, anyways, there's just a lot of stuff there's a lot of stories that I could tell from back home that I'm not going to tell, or I'm going to figure out a different way to tell it. Just kind of write it down before I tell it. That way nobody's names get involved and nobody can kind of figure it out.
That's why I feel like a platform like Twitch or any other platform like this, it's always good to like rehearse the rehearse the story, I guess you could say.
We didn't need any rehearsal though, you know what I'm saying? At all. We just went live. Like
that person a nickname, like how you know me as Spank. When I know Nels knows me as Spank.
Yeah.
Besides like everyone from Twitch, so it's like you like nicknames or whatever.
That's a pretty legendary nickname. Some people call me Spank, but more people call me Jelly. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got the jellyfish tatted. Had to get the jellyfish tatted. That was important.
You do, man. That shit look nice. Looks nice.
I'm happy with it. I think he killed it for sure. Because I was looking at his portfolio. Oh, yeah. His portfolio, honestly, he wasn't really making or doing any tattoos that were as intricate as this. I was actually pretty nervous whenever he was the one doing my tattoo, because he specialized in anime Japanese style tattoos. And I was really nervous, but I just said, fuck it. I gave him the $100 deposit. We sent it, and he killed it. He said that it was like literally one of his favorite tattoos he's ever done. Like top 5 favorite tattoos.
Oh yeah, man. Is that your first tattoo?
Yeah, that was my very first one. I wanted to get one. I almost got one whenever I was 18. I was in a tattoo shop one time with like $400 cash. And I had this ID that I got whenever I was 16 because, like, I moved out of my mom's crib whenever I was 16 for a short period of time. And I had to get an ID because I needed to move around the fucking county and shit. It ended up expiring whenever I was 18. And I was in the tattoo shop. And they wouldn't let me get the tattoo because the ID was expired. Like, what the fuck? What is this, a gas station? I'm not buying cigarettes, bro. I just want to get a tattoo. I'm happy I didn't get it, though, in hindsight, though, because I wanted to get a Celtic cross on my thigh. And I'm like, why the fuck did I want to do that? Like, I didn't even believe in God. I was just like, yo, I have a lot of Irish in me, and I want to find out a way to get my mom's name and my brothers and sisters' name incorporated into a tattoo. And for some reason, a Celtic cross was the very first thing I thought of, and I was pretty set on it. I'm really happy I didn't end up getting that shit, though. That shit would have been whack.
Right. Like, man, I still don't have a tattoo. All these tattoo ideas.
You don't have a tattoo yet?
Don't have one. Sir.
I could see you yadded up like Machine Gun Kelly. I could see you with face tats and shit. Neck tattoos. You could look like a GTA mechanic.
That's actually my dream job, is to be a diesel mechanic anyways.
You could do that shit. I believe that for sure.
And I love you hand me an engine. I don't care if it's a lawnmower engine. I'll break that. I don't even want to cuss. I'm gonna break it apart.
You can cuss.
All back together. I don't even know how. And I'm trying to like stop myself from cussing. I feel like I cuss too much.
You want to know what's weird is that I just had that conversation with my best friend today. Like literally today. I was like, I went back, I looked at the podcast I just recorded on Saturday, and I was like, I'm cussing between every space that I don't know what to say. I'm putting like fucking or damn. I'm just putting some cuss word to fill in the space because I don't know what word is coming next. I'm like, that shit, see right there, that shit. I didn't need to say that, but regardless, it's just part of who I am. That stuff, like,
yeah,
it sounds nasty. It kind of sounds like you're aggro. It sounds like you're angry as fuck. You know what I mean?
Like, it becomes part of your vocabulary. So to you, it's not nasty.
To other people, it is.
And like, yeah, and it's like you get too comfortable. So you're saying shit, fuck this, damn. And everyone was like, can that dude use one sentence without cussing?
Yeah, you're not really looked at as being very smart whenever you're cussing every 5 seconds.
And it's like, I don't know if I told you this, but I can't really say I'm Buddhism, but I'm practicing Buddhism again.
That's what's up. Stopped. That's really cool. When did you start doing that again?
Recently, man, because the girl I was dating didn't like me doing Buddhism because Buddhism in 2005.
Was she like a different religion?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like, she's Cuban, and Cubans are Catholic, and they take religion kind of like far, but more into spiritual stuff, like sacrificing stuff or whatever.
Right. What were you saying though? Get back to what you were saying about modern day Buddhism. So I wasn't trying to take you off of that, bro.
No, you're good. Modern day Buddhism. Wow, said that wrong. Buddhism. In 2015, someone made Buddhism fasting. And the way you start into it, you eat for 13 hours of the day, no matter what. 13 hours of the day. You bring it, and you slowly have to bring yourself down to 9 hours. You're only allowed to eat for 9 hours. If you get hungry later on, you have to just drink water. No sugar, no flavoring, just straight up water. But you have to constantly eat.
Thanks for
I'm
reminding
not talking about you have to eat meals. You have to eat like small snacks and all this. Not junk food, but small tiny meals that are good for you.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do 13 hours of eating. I'm gonna feel like crap since what I do. Like I could start doing the whole 9 hours. That's not hard. She never liked that because she was her thing is that everyone has to eat. So she would always like to eat late. I'm not a person. I don't like to eat too late. Like,
yeah,
I get
either.
home, give me 2 hours. By 8 or 9 o'clock, that's when I want to eat. By 10:30, I want to be in bed.
Yeah,
I want to be up till midnight. So it's like, no, I won't eat that. Like your food, like her food was delicious. Never had any complaint about her food.
I bet
it was phenomenal, man.
Excuse me.
It got to the point where it's like, are you good? I've been doing the same.
You're good, dog. Your camera or your mic isn't as good as mine. It hasn't been picking up all these fucking burps.
Yeah. I'm using like headphones and all that, so
it sounds really good. I honestly think that the microphone that you're using is the one that's with your can't find words. The microphone you're using is the one attached to your computer, I think, because whenever you just touched your earbuds, like it didn't make any noise or anything like that.
Wow, that's crazy. I don't know which one it's using. I just know that I'm hearing you from my headphones because this laptop.
I appreciate you getting on the laptop though, because whenever I was doing the last podcast with my buddies on Saturday, both of their phones died like halfway through and they couldn't use their earbuds anymore, and the audio quality was pretty garbage for the rest of the podcast. Did I remind you to get your charger?
You did.
I knew it.
Cause I like, man, you said dying. I was like, hold on, what is mine at? So,
Yeah, I was about to say we can't lose you halfway through. That would be a fucking tragedy. I don't know. What do y'all think? Should we put some music going on in the background, like some light music? I don't really like the idea of having music going in the background during a conversation. I know a lot of people do it though. That's my only thing. I'm not trying to be like everybody else, but
I feel like it depends on like I
just
feel
like
it
a
definitely
beat.
depends on what type of music. Like I didn't want like a beat, but it would have to be like very, very quiet, I guess.
Yeah, like a lo-fi beat, like kind of a low-key type of beat. Like I don't know what the genre of music is called. I'm pretty sure it's lo-fi. I look like a fucking dork. I got 2 vapes in my hand. I'm a fucking addict. It's terrible.
Man, I look like I'm in a bum house.
I mean, it looks good to me. I like that. I like that poster in the back. What is that? Laugh lots. That's a good quote. You should laugh lots. It's a fact.
Take risks, think happy thoughts, give much, take little, never give up, learn.
I don't think you live in a bum house, bro. Come on now. I see that fucking, I see that vacuum cleaner handle in the background. Like, I know that you clean that bitch. Bums don't not clean their house.
Oh man, that ain't no vacuum cleaner. This, my friend, is a vacuum mop.
A vacuum mop. Holy shit. So it does vacuuming and mopping?
Yep, pretty much. I mean, not like on rugs and all that, but like, I mean, wait, no, like area rugs, mop it. Wood floors, mopping and vacuuming at the same time.
That's dope.
This thing works wonders, man, wonders.
That's what's up. I might have to get me one of those because the place we're moving into is like all, I think, like either hardwood or fake hardwood.
Oh, I have another one here, and this one's for heavy duty. It's for carpets, for shampooing your carpets. And this thing, that thing works wonders too. Like to me, it's crazy how it works. Then it's like I won't use my. Well, when I did live with my girlfriend, I wouldn't use like the basement or whatever for about 8 to 12 hours, most likely 24 hours.
What were we just talking about? I totally forgot what subject we got off on. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't even matter. It's all good. Don't even trip. But yeah, me and Buddhism. That's right. Yeah. So you said that you just recently started picking that back up. Like what specific things are you picking up with Buddhism that like are new to your life?
And so like kind of like give you a big throwback of me. I was a kid who had the biggest anger issues. You couldn't tell me what to do and listen to authority. If you were not my mom, you were never allowed to tell me what to do.
Okay.
I mean, football kind of helped me with that. But then once I lost football, my anger came back. Like no one could tell me what to do. It was my house became not my house, my mom's house became because she was a single parent with 5 kids.
Wow. Yeah, my mom's single parent with 6.
Oldest child, she left a long time ago. Like yeah, so like my second oldest fucked us all over and made our lives even worse. So by the time my brother left, who raised us, like he's 9 years older than me. Mm-hmm. We never had fathers in our life. None of us have. We all different dads.
All
5
different
kids,
dads.
all different dads. Mm-hmm. Once my mom was out here being a thotty.
Mine was too, bro. It's all different dads with me too. I feel that. I feel like I'm definitely empathizing with you right now. I feel the pain.
I love it. Yeah. So when my oldest brother left, that's because my other brother, he's only 2 years older than me. Mm-hmm. So when he left, it was like, all right, someone's got to take charge of the house. Like now you have 2 young, pretty much kids / teenagers who you're going through puberty. Yeah. So no one's gonna listen to each other.
Oh yeah.
me and him gonna go at it every single night, every night. My mom always had to work night shift, so she would say we're grounded, and I'm like, okay, I'm only grounded until 5:30. Once you're gone, you can't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
So, like that's exactly how it was. Like, oh, I'm grounded. Like I get out of school at 3:30. I'm only grounded for 2 hours. So as soon as she would go to work, it's like, all right, house open, house free, bam, trap house. Um, I was always the kid, man. Always the kid. Whatever you needed, I'll go get for you. I pretty
Yeah.
much have it. Because I got in a bad group, bad group.
How old were you whenever you got into that bad group?
I didn't. Like I've always been around the bad group, man, because it's. But I always avoided them because my older brother was always there, so it was like I couldn't really do it because like my older brother beat my ass.
Yeah.
Like one thing about me was I never made a white friend. I never had white friends until I got to end of middle school into high school. So I never had a white friend. I didn't know how to make white friends. I didn't know how to talk to. I didn't know how to talk to white people, but it was like I don't know how to make them a friend.
Yeah,
I
like
make friends, white friend until like I grew up in the city, and I'm from St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you're gonna see a lot of stuff that you shouldn't see as a kid, and always recruiting and whatever. So it's like I got involved with those bad kids. We moved out of the city by the time I was like much once I hit like what third grade, we moved out of the city and went to the county. Well, the county wasn't much better than the city.
Right. I believe it. That's normally how it is.
So yeah, like the county, I feel like the city's still bad.
Yeah.
Terrible. But the county is where you have those people who are about it, because everyone in the county goes down to the city.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I just had bad. You couldn't tell me what to do. It got to the point where it was like my mom couldn't tell me what to do because it's like, dude, because I dropped out in high school, 11th grade. My aunt found out, she was pissed. Took me in, forced me to move in with her. I had to go back to school the same year I dropped out. I was like, man, I'm 16, 17 at the time in junior year.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, dude, I'm making money.
Yeah.
I cared about. Like I didn't have money. I had money as a kid, so it's like now I'm making money. I didn't buy me anything. I just saved it up. Didn't buy me new clothes. Didn't buy me new shoes. I'd buy me some shoes here and there, but it's like I never cared.
You
cared
never
about
partied or anything like that? Like you didn't spend
another reason why I don't have
on
any
liquor or anything, like any weed or anything like that?
Here and there, man. And like I didn't really had to like pay money for the weed because it was like weed was always given to me. Alcohol was always given to me because it's like I never had to pay.
That sounds fucking awesome. I always had to pay. I was a fucking loser. Nobody wanted to give me weed. Nobody wanted to give me weed, bro.
So it's like everyone fucked with me. Like no matter if you hated me, you still fucked with me on some type of level. I was cool with everyone, man. I was generally a nice guy to everyone. Like attitude wasn't towards people, it was just to like authority pretty much. So like I was cool with the nerds. I was cool with like a kid who would sit by himself. I'm like, what you sitting by yourself, man? You don't want to talk to anyone? Always so nice. Always so nice to people.
Yeah. You're a people person, bro.
I lived a crazy life. Yeah, man. I mean, much as I hate people, I love people.
You love people, bro. You're definitely a people person.
In that dark spot. I do. Man, like anytime I saw someone sitting by himself in like school, I'm like, man, I'm done with y'all. I'm gonna go talk to this person. Wonder why he's sitting by himself when he can go make friends.
That's some real shit, bro.
Like everyone try to judge me. Oh, why you want to go talk to that person? Why not talk to this person? Why not?
That's some real shit.
There's no reason for me to keep talking to y'all. This person has a story to tell.
This ring my girl has is
Everyone has a
fucking cool
story to tell,
looking.
so I
Y'all
was
see
always
that?
so
I was just looking at this ring. My bad, bro. It's my ADHD. I saw something shiny.
You're
I had to
good.
show everybody.
Yeah.
This thing is big as fuck. I feel like I could wear this thing. Nah, it's too big. I can't wear it. It's too big for my pinky, but it's too small for my ring finger. It's all good. I'm sorry. My bad.
Oh,
I feel like a fucking dick.
Nice.
I totally got off subject.
Oh, you're good. I like that ring, man.
That shit was pretty shiny. That looked cool.
I'm just kind of like rambling on, trying to give you.
Oh no, I appreciate
I'm kind
it.
of rambling myself, cause like, just give it a long story short.
Nah, it doesn't have to be a short story at all. You can give me the full story. I appreciate it. Seriously. I mean, so like what practices I want to get back to the multiple sclerosis misdiagnosis, because I don't really think that you like finished that story, but what like things in specific are you doing like that are related to Buddhism?
So things that I'm taking in, because I don't want to do everything. I'm kind of just taking it because it's me. It's a great religion. I'm not gonna say yeah everyone should do it, because but I'm taking meditation for the biggest part. I'm taking the inner peace. How one thing I really do appreciate about Buddhism is they're not necessarily a higher power. Like there's no one I have to pray to. Everything that I do is for me. Like what is it? It's 8 noble paths.
8 noble paths. Tell me about that.
Noble paths. 8 noble paths are the right understanding, the right of thought, the right of speech, the right action, the right livelihood, right effort, and right mindfulness. And then I think of the last one, but it's right, and it starts with the C. And not even think basically everything you do in life shouldn't do it because you feel like you have to. You should do it because it's the right thing to do. Like you see an old lady struggling with her groceries, you shouldn't do it because you think, oh, I'm gonna get some great karma from this. Let me go do that. No, you should do it because it would be like the right thing to do, because there's nothing wrong with helping someone.
That's very true. There's nothing wrong with it. I always try to do that subconsciously. It's just like I feel a responsibility as an able-bodied person, and not even as an able-bodied person. I just feel like if I could do something to make somebody feel better, like I just do that shit. I don't give a fuck who looks at me weird. I don't care who thinks it's weird. I just do it and it feels right. Like I kind of like space out and kind of just single in on the one person that I'm helping out or talking to at the time, and I don't think about anything else. It just feels right.
Exactly. I mean, and like to me, one thing I really learned from Buddhism: there's no such thing as good karma, no such thing as bad karma. Karma is karma. That's all there's to it. So it's like you shouldn't do something because you think you're gonna get good karma. You should just do it because it's kind of like you should do it because it's like the right thing, I guess.
Yeah, is that like kind of like the 10 Commandments? I guess would be a comparison. What did you say it was again? The 5 what?
Yeah. It's the 8. It's pretty much the real term of it is the Noble Eightfold Path.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard about that. I just didn't know what it was.
Yeah. I can't think of the one that starts with a C. So it's look it up here in a second. There's also the 4 Noble Truths of Buddhism.
The 4 Noble Truths and the 8-fold paths. I'm sorry. I remember it and I'll be able to look it up. I just don't remember exactly the words. Fucking sucks.
You're good, man.
Speaking of that, fucking, I have to. Did I tell you that? I told you that I'm on disability, right?
Man, last time I heard that you were on disability, you were still working at guys.
Oh my God, that was fucking forever ago. Five Guys, holy shit. Working at Five Guys, that job was fucking awesome. I met a lot of really cool people at that place. But, fuck, what was I just talking about? What did I just say to you?
Disability.
Oh yeah, that's right. See, that's a fucking problem right there, and it's kind of funny because that's exactly what I'm about to talk about. So I applied for disability, and the application process takes forever. It can take up to like 6 months, and then people get denied, and it can take up to like 5 years. Some people never get accepted. But they sent me a letter in the mail saying that I had to go get a psychological exam done by the by like a government psychologist, and he's gonna like test my memory and test my cognitive function and all shit like that to see how bad my my brain damage is and all that stuff. I'm just like, I'm not nervous about going there. It's just that psychologists are, I don't know if it's just the way I look at them personally, but they're like kind of intimidating. All of them are vastly different from each other. Some of them talk a lot. Some of them don't talk at all. Some of them like wait for you to talk and then talk. It's like you have to read them just as much as they're trying to read you while not trying to be a weirdo. But then again, it's like I don't want to hide, because like naturally what I do, like I try my hardest to hide whatever cognitive disabilities I have just by being who I am, you know? I feel like most people wouldn't know that I have the issues I have. I mean, I feel like after a short conversation with me, you could probably get an idea that I have a memory problem. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like people wouldn't see me and think that I'm a disabled person. So going to that appointment, it's like I have to be brutally honest to a point where I'm like almost talking about shit that I try to bury down and try to believe isn't true. Because there's some symptoms that I have that I really try to just not believe are true, but I have them and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I have to kind of spill the beans to them and shit. It's just a hard situation, but it is what it is.
Right. Because man, I totally understand that to the most, especially when you like, I don't know, because like the only way I could think was like therapy. Like I've been thinking about going to therapy, but it's like I don't even want to tell this story to a stranger. It's like you have to read them how they're reading you, and it's like my biggest problem with therapy is that they try to like put a blame on someone. It's like, man, don't blame anyone for my problems. Like I told my mom when I turned 18, everything I do from here on in is not her fault. She did, nothing was ever her fault for my actions. But whatever I would do in life is not her fault. Like I'm a grown man now. It's like at the age of 18, I'm grown. You did your job. Your job was supposed to raise me the best way you can, the right way you can, till I was the age
of 18.
Take care of myself. Yeah. I mean, in Missouri, it's 17 because at the age of 17, you're no longer a minor in Missouri.
Really?
In Missouri, in the age of 17, you are no longer a minor.
Just period? Like in all aspects? Like you can buy cigarettes at 17 in Missouri?
So no, the age of cigarettes and all that now is 21. Like you can't buy tobacco products until you're 21. But at the age of 17, you were a minor. So if like it would be you did anything illegal, you would be charged as an adult because you're no longer a minor. You're 17.
That's probably the biggest one too, is being charged as an adult at 17.
So it's like
that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yep. But you don't have to blow this out either. If you.
Hey, that's dope. What is the Buer? Joe Buer?
Oh, so it's pretty much Joe Burr. It was gonna go along the whole story, man.
Go along the whole story.
In high school, the whole story of it all was pretty much like, man, I got this hat as soon as I hit freshman year. Like My best friend's girlfriend started just giving people animal names. And I just went along with it, and I was bigger than everyone, not from like height or anything, but like my size.
Yeah, I got
So I
you.
was just bigger than everyone. She's like, "Oh, you're Joe Bear." Man,
Yeah.
I was heavy and Gucci man, and I was like, I'm not about to put a bear on this hat. Heavy and Gucci man. I'll always start walking around saying how Gucci man would be like Burr, and I'm like Burr. Everyone. I was like, man, put the U in Bear, dog, and I'm Joe Burr.
That's pretty good. I like that. So it's like you put like a little bit of Gucci Mane inside of your name. You kind of twisted around the nickname that they gave you.
Because I was like, you're not gonna call me Joe Bear. Like,
Yeah,
call me
that's
Joe
fucked.
Burr.
Joe Burr is way
I was
better.
like, man, my brother made this hat for me on my birthday in freshman or sophomore year, and I was like, man, I'm keeping it. And
there you go.
It kind of pretty much always wearing it now again, like I used to like help me remember on who the hell I was. Who the hell am I? It's like, dude, I'm
that's
Joe
fucking
Bird, man.
dope.
You can't tell me nothing.
That's really fucking sweet.
Man,
that's super cool, man.
Got so many nicknames right now. Like my new nickname I got is Ghost Anoko.
Ghost Anoko. Who gave you that nickname?
My good friends, dude. Because it's 1 minute I'm there, the 1 minute I'm going. Like you could be talking to me face to face. The moment I see that you're blinking and your head turns, I walk away and then I'm nowhere to be found.
What do you mean by that? You see that they're blinking and their head turns. What does that mean?
So it's like if I'm having a conversation with you and I'm pretty much done with this whole conversation, like your head just turns off me for 1 minute, I leave. Leave your presence, go find me a new group to talk to.
Oh my god.
Always done it. And then plus I'm so pale. I don't know if you could really tell, but I'm pale as hell.
I mean, yeah, you
everyone
are pretty
started
pale.
calling me the.
All right, Xander. Good night, bud. I'll talk to you later. I'm talking to my little brother. He went to sleep.
You're good. You're good. I was like, oh, there's someone there.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I'm starting to get called the Ghost of No-Cos because 1 minute I'm here, the next minute I'm not. I'm just like, where the fuck did Joey go?
That's pretty. Hey, I mean, I like that you get all those nicknames. I mean, it's very obvious that pretty much. I mean, I'm sure that the effect that you have on me is the same effect that you have on other people in your life too. You know, you're a really easy guy to talk to, and I feel like that you take the time to listen to people. Because everything that I've said so far, like you're kind of respecting what I'm saying and you're responding with thought instead of just like kind of thinking about what you have to say next. And that's something I'm really working on, is trying to like really actually listen to people. You know what I'm saying? I think you're really good at that.
Right. I would say I need to get better because like because it's like, man, I have a lot to say, and it's like, man, if I don't say it, then I'm gonna forget it. So it's like I need more practice again. But yeah, no, I love listening to people's story because it's like I love learning about people. It's like my biggest thing I always tell people, it's when you meet people, or mostly relationships. I can't even say just people, but mostly relationships. Um, what a lot of people do wrong is that everyone looks at the appearance of someone. Appearance is just bonuses. Having that nice smile, having them beautiful eyes, it's those. You got to get into someone's mind first to really understand them and find the beauty in them. Once you find the mind and all that, you go down to their heart, see what all they care for, how much loving are they, and are they really a truly good person?
That's a fact.
The mind can trick you.
That's a very big fact.
I could tell you, I could shut out my whole heart from you, and my mind just play a whole game with you out and throughout, and then you would have to learn what my heart really is. And pretty much once you unlock someone's heart, and like I said, it's mostly relationships, you find out everything else about them, what they care for, what they love, what they don't love, what they don't like, and all of that. And then once you get that, now your next mission is for their soul.
Mm-hmm.
And that might be a weird thing to say, but it's finding what their soul, like what are their passions about, what are their dreams, what makes them pretty much. So like there's always three things true. And for that, after that, once you get all three of that, there is no breaking like bond, because it's like no one
What three
will find
things?
another person.
I didn't hear you say the three things.
It's your mind, your heart, and soul.
And those are the three things that you
Yes.
need to focus on whenever you're in a relationship with somebody. First and foremost, to like get to like, you know, the deepest point of the relationship.
Pretty much, because it's like, man, if you just keep meeting someone like a relationship, all you know about them, your parents and what someone said.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone could tell me that Jelly's a crappy person. Jelly's a crappy person.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm gonna start thinking Jelly is a crappy person because this person said so.
Exactly.
When I finally meet you, I'll be like, man, this dude's not crappy. This dude's actually a pretty genuine guy.
Right.
So it's always, and the whole three, the mind, heart, and soul. It's not really about friendships and all that. I mean, you can learn all that, but like relationship wise, it's more like um you unlock a girl's mind, you find really how beautiful she really is. And the next thing is going down to her heart. It kind of goes how I don't really know what religion does, but when they do the whole the cross on their body, I don't know if that made really sense.
Nah, I mean, I kind of don't understand like your connection to the cross on the body and unlocking a girl's soul.
So it's like the first thing they press is their head. So it's like you got to unlock the head 1st, and then the next thing they post is pretty much around the heart area.
Oh, okay.
So it's like
okay,
that's your
okay.
next, and then it's the cross. It's the whole body. So the whole body is your soul.
I didn't know that's what you were talking about. I thought you were talking about like a tattoo of a cross on your chest or something. I'm like, I'm not down with doing that.
Like I said, it was the religion.
Oh yeah.
No, it was the religion. So it's like
that's a beautiful thing. I mean, I agree
heart.
with you on that because I remember one time having a conversation with my girlfriend and we were in the car and I told her that I appreciated how like she was always searching to kind of like please somebody. Like she was always looking to like make somebody else feel good, even if she was going through her own personal shit. Like, because there's been plenty of times where she's been in a lot of fucking pain because she has a pretty fucked up back from a car accident. She was in a lot of pain, really stressed out from work, super overloaded from work, stressed out from me because I'm a fucking asshole sometimes, you know, going through a whole bunch of shit. And she always was able to be a super positive light, all the time. And, you know, whenever she always did that from the beginning, but whenever you see that in the beginning of a relationship, you kind of think, okay, how long is this going to last for until the person kind of snaps into like who, you know, they are whenever they're comfortable in a relationship. But, you know, she's always kind of, because I always thought maybe she was just doing that in an effort to just like have the people in my life, you know, appreciate her company more and just like her more. But in reality, it's just like who she is. Like she can't help herself. It's just like a dog that begs for food. Like she can't help herself but to be nice to people. And that's what I really thought was beautiful about her. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's actually a beautiful thing, man, because you don't find that in much people anymore.
Fuck no.
Nowadays, and then like the hardest thing ever right now is people are okay with being toxic. And I will never understand that, man. Like,
it's the YouTube
I even made
generation.
a snap about it. Like my ex, man, she told me that I was way too hard to love and that her ex was easy. I was like, that's fucked up. And it took me a while to realize no one in life is too hard. It's just you didn't love them enough to even try to love them. And it's like she was like, I gave you warnings that I told you that I was too hard to love and toxic, but it was like you chose to be toxic because you're comfortable with being toxic. Toxic is not cute. Toxic is not cool. Like you think you're a toxic person and you're okay with being toxic, please stay away from me, man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the ugliest thing a person can be is toxic.
That's very true. And like, there's some people that, like, for me, like, I'll be honest, straight up, 100%. There's times even that I could say, like, in the past month, that I've been toxic. But the whole time that I'm toxic, bro, it's like, inside of me, it's like, fuck, what are you doing? You're a fucking idiot. Stop doing this. Like, I don't want to be toxic. It's just like, I think I have a little bit of an anger problem myself. And it's like, that toxicity thing is very true. Some people just live their life based on toxicity, and that's what drives them. And unfortunately, those people tend to be pretty successful. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it's the crazy thing is though. It's like everyone has toxic tendencies. You know, it's not like you're trying to be, but if you know that you're doing is wrong, but you still do it, that's where the problem stays. It's like I'm not a perfect person. Won't pretend to be. I know there's some stuff I need to work on, but it's like kind of goes like with apologies, man. Like let's say I'm at your house and I'm punching holes in your wall, and I keep telling you, "Am I sorry? Am I sorry? No, I'm not sorry." Because I keep doing it while I keep telling you I'm sorry, but I'm still punching a hole in your wall.
Exactly.
The only way that I would apologies need action behind it, you know. So it's like I could tell you I'm sorry that I punched all these holes in your wall. If I don't do anything, even try to fix a hole, then no, I'm not sorry to you. You just allowed me to punch holes in your wall for nothing, and you did nothing about it. Like you didn't give me like a thing. Like I don't know. It's like kind of like too comfortable. So it's like no, I would have to fix all those holes in those walls that I punched. I need to fix every single one of them just to show you that I'm sorry that I punched one hole. I'm sorry. So when you say sorry to someone, you have to show action behind it and prove that you're sorry because words without action will take your value in my life personally.
Yeah. You lose hope in a person.
Like, man, I can tell you, uh, it's like, no, I'm gonna need to start action. You're sorry for something? Show me you're sorry. It's kind of like with the word love, man. Love and loyalty go hand round. Love you could say to anyone. You could literally say to anyone. Love is just love, but loyalty is something you have to show to someone.
That's
you
very
could, I
true.
mean, you could show love. You could show love. But loyalty to me speaks louder than love because it's like you have loyalty to me. If I'm not around, you're gonna allow these people to say whatever they want to say about me? No, because you have loyalty. You're gonna either shut them down or be like, just walk away and be like, I'm not a part of this. Y'all not about to make me a part of this.
Fuck no. But whenever they do, this is the thing, a lot of people on the defensive side, never mind, not on the defensive side, the people that fuck up and the people that have to make the change whenever they say sorry, fuck, I lost my train of thought completely. God damn it. It's all good.
Dude, I was reading a comment.
I was too.
I didn't want to interrupt you, so.
Oh yeah, I remember. So basically, the people that that made the mistake, whenever they make up for it, it's almost like, wow, I saw that you were willing to make that progress for me. I'm not saying that getting hurt was worth that, but that's almost as good. That almost makes up for getting hurt sometimes, seeing somebody make that change. Because I'm gonna be honest, I had somebody in my life really fuck me over emotionally and say some really terrible shit to me, and seeing the changes that this person has made and the apology that I got from this person, it was like I'm not even mad at all anger left my heart for that person, because it was just like, wow, you were willing to change who you are, even though who you were was a fucked up person and I didn't ask for that in my life. You were willing to change that because you knew what you did was fucked up and you knew that it hurt me. And technically you're doing it for me in a sense, because, you know, if somebody fucks you over and makes a change, they're doing it for you in a sense, because they feel like deep down they did something terrible to somebody else. And it's really cool seeing that shit, bro. It really is cool seeing that. I love seeing that stuff.
I generally have never seen that in my life at all. Ever. ever. So man, that's really good though, man.
I think that
Like I
I think that you're
totally
gonna get to
understand
that
that
point,
though.
bro, for sure. I think
Oh
that
yeah.
right now, like this is just from the outside perspective of somebody that isn't living with you and not in your life all the time. You know what I'm saying? So this is from somebody that doesn't have any stake in the game to like really hurt your feelings or not hurt your feelings at all. Like I think in the future you have a lot of really, really bright opportunities just based off of how you're able to socialize with other people. Like maybe right now at this point in your life, it hasn't paid off, but it's gonna pay off. Like, I don't know what, I mean, I know that you said that you've worked in jobs where you're kind of like to yourself. It's almost like fucking putting a lion in a cage to a certain extent. It's like you're not being able to be social in you not being able to be social in your job is like me working with a disability. It's like pretty much impossible. You know what I mean? It's not impossible for you, but it's not cool. And I think once you find a job that you can really shine and be who you are, bro, I think that's whenever things will really turn around.
Shoot, man. I appreciate those words. But no, I totally agree. It's like putting a lion in a cage. Put a lion in a cage, there's nothing a lion can do.
Hell
A
no.
lion ain't free. A lion can't do what he wants to do. A lion can't learn. He's just in a cage. He's just
Lion
gonna
can't
get
eat.
yeah. A lion's just gonna get angry or sad that's like I'm alone in this cold iron cage and there's nothing I could do about it.
Yeah.
So, man, I like that analogy. That's nice.
I've kind of been there too. I mean, I feel like I'm there right now. Like that's kind of why I wanted to do this podcast, honestly. Like just because I feel like that I have something that I want to do with my time off. Like I'm always off. Like I like playing video games still, but it just doesn't give me the same satisfaction anymore. It's like I wanted to do something while I was off that I could kind of express myself.
No, man, I totally felt that, man. Like
Felt what? The gaming not giving you satisfaction like it used to?
satisfaction anymore. Like I used to play video games to escape reality, to escape my depression, to escape my stress. I play a video game, I don't really enjoy it that much. I'm just like, okay. But like this podcast that you're doing and the fact that I really appreciate that you wanted me to join on. I'm like,
I
oh yeah, I'll
appreciate
be
that
on
you
this
came on, man.
podcast.
We got to do it again,
Like
definitely.
oh, definitely. Like this has been more enjoyment to me than me playing a video game. It's like I don't really know how to explain it. Like video games are not the same anymore. It's not like I grew out of them because I still enjoy them, but it's
Yeah, they're not the same anymore,
I
though.
want to do. You know, it's like everything's been repeated. Like Madden, so many times people invite me to play Madden. It's like, dude, I played Madden so much that it's the same. I'm gonna throw it to that short route. I'm gonna show it to that deep route. Show me something different.
That's you want to know something is I do just think that it's just repetitive gameplay more because I was reading something about symptoms of severe depression is like you not finding enjoyment in activities that you once found a lot of enjoyment in. And I was just thinking maybe that's that. Maybe I have a lot of depression, which I already know I have some depression to a certain extent. But I was also thinking that maybe games are just fucking repetitive at this point because whenever I find a game that I really love, like the Far Cry series recently, I've been playing the Far Cry games and it's like they change the story up. Like those games really captivate me. I'll play those games for 100 hours. Like I'll do every single mission. I'll talk to everybody, listen to every single cutscene. So maybe it's just the different games. I think that they just need to start coming out with better games.
So sweet. My bad, I was reading a comment, but no, dude, I totally agree.
You know what I mean? I mean, different. I don't know. To a certain extent, like it gets to the point where you realize that while you're playing these games, that you're doing it to drown out your surroundings, and it's like that internal voice telling you like what you're doing is kind of fucked up and kind of not gonna progress your life at all. it's kind of hard to shut that voice up in your head. So while you're playing games, it's like you're depressed. At least for me, I'm depressed while I'm playing games sometimes because I'm like, bro, what the fuck am I doing with my time?
Like, man, a game that I really started playing a lot recently, but now I stopped, was The Crew 2. Love The Crew, man.
Me too.
Like, you play The Crew 2?
Hell yeah, I fucking love that game. I played the shit out of that game.
Love The Crew, man. 'Cause it's I always, the first thing I always do is go straight to St. Louis and drive right by the arch because and I always take a picture because it's like I'm gonna be this one day. I'm gonna be a person in a car that I really enjoy. And the first thing I'm gonna do is go drive straight up to the arch and take a picture because it's like it came from a lot. Now and that's why I love The Crew. I love the open world racing. I don't have to be stuck in California. I've never been to California. I have to be stuck in Florida. Never been to Florida.
Exactly.
So it's like, dude, I get to go to St. Louis every day in this video game, and it's stupid, but it's like so fun. It's like, dude, I get to take a picture with this car.
Nah, it's not stupid. That shit is kind of cool. What you should do is take a picture with that car, or if you still have it, keep it. And then whenever you get your car, you can take the comparison and post that shit on social media and flex on everybody. That's what I would do.
And that's my goal. And like the most crazy thing about it, man, is so like my girlfriend's kid. Like I said, we were best friends. The day her daughter was born is the day I started her daughter a bank account without anyone's permission, because it's like I don't need anyone's permission to start a bank account. It's my money.
Yeah.
You can tell me no.
Yeah. I feel that.
At the end of our breakup, it took me a while to close out this bank account. It took me a while to close because her daughter was my kid. So like when I finally looked at that bank account again, and the fact that it had more money in it in her daughter's bank account that I had more money in my bank account, was like, dude, that's wild. And now I'm gonna go buy me another car. One of the cars I'm gonna go buy is on The Crew 2.
Which one is that?
I'm looking for a 2018 what is it? Mustang GT.
There you go. People make those things supercars.
18 plus. That's my goal, man. I'm gonna make it into like a super coyote. It has a coyote engine.
That's what's up. Yeah, I really don't know too much about cars, so I might sound really fucking dumb right now. But from what I've heard, there's a lot of room in that, like a lot of the Mustang's engine bays, so you could do like a lot of shit to those cars. Is that correct or is that wrong?
No, that's honestly correct. And like, I'm the type of person, man. I really hate when people like, oh no, don't ever think you're an idiot, because like, especially you can't be an idiot of something you don't know. You just don't know. It's like no one taught you.
A lot of people have told me that, and I need to start telling other people that. Like, I need to remember that.
Yeah. Like, man, I worked a job, and it's like I didn't know maintenance. I don't know how to fix your toilet. I bet I could watch a video and find out, but it's like my basic knowledge. No, I don't know how. But you throw an engine my way, I might not know how, but I'm gonna figure out how it works and all that. So no, I hate when people like, damn camera. I'm back, hopefully.
You're good.
So it's like, yeah, no, I hate. You can't be an idiot for something you're not sure, because you're totally correct. There's many things I could do with the Mustang. I hate Ford. I think Ford's a crappy ass company, but test drove a Camaro. I didn't like the Camaro. Hellcats and Demons are played out to me, and I honestly think they're trash for the price. Ford is excellent for the price. The fact that a 2018 Ford can keep up with, well, not necessarily keep up, but the fact that like a Hellcat or a Demon is like $60,000 and 700 and some horsepower, and the 2018 Mustang has 476 horsepower, and it can keep up with the Demon or Hellcat, mostly Hellcat. Demon is a whole nother class.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're paying 30,000 more for a car my car can keep up with. All I have to do is go put a supercharger in it, and I'm pretty much blowing your car out the water. Your car has 700 some horsepower stock. Mine has 476 horsepower stock. Oh yeah, no, you're totally correct. There's many things you could do with it. Are they pricey? Yes. The Mustang engine itself is cheaper. They're upgrading all the parts are expensive. The Camaro, it's pricier, but the upgraded parts are cheaper. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes
like
perfect
I'd rather get the Mustang because I mean it's cheaper, and yeah, the upgraded parts are going to be expensive, but it's going to be worth it.
Oh my fucking god! I listened to everything you just said. I promise, and I took it in, but I'm trying to recover from that fucking pen hit. Babe,
you're good, man.
Can you grab me a couple water bottles?
Grab you a water bottle?
Or just like fill up my cup?
She's about to be on the podcast.
Want to try Sprite?
Nah, I don't want a Sprite.
Yeah.
Just water in the cup. I'd appreciate it. God damn, are you good? Are you okay?
Yeah.
All right, good. Making sure. She almost fucking fell down.
No bueno. The toe.
I'm fucking thirsty. I am so fucking thirsty. I pulled out this
a lot of talking.
This isn't a sponsor, not that it fucking matters. I mean, it might matter one day, but this is Gatorade Zero Protein. Have you ever heard of this shit? It's like Gatorade, but protein.
I've heard of that.
It's ass. It tastes like antibiotics.
Oh no! Why are you drinking that?
Because I ran out of
quit
beverage.
Drinking Gatorade. Stop drinking Gatorade.
Why?
It's terrible, man. Get yourself some body armor. Drink body armor.
Fucking god.
Yeah, man. You will not catch me drinking Gatorade a day in my life.
I love body armor.
Gatorade is terrible for you.
The Mamba endorsed that shit big time. He loved body armor.
Quit drinking Gatorade, man. Gatorade is terrible.
I know, but
terrible.
I know, but body armor doesn't have a zero option. They have the body armor light, but it's still, holy shit. I got the hiccups. I'm fucking burping. I got coughs. I feel like a disgusting piece of shit. Anyways, I got fuck. Forgot what I was saying.
And I agree with her. You wouldn't know how to do your job until you show me. But yeah, I totally agree with that. No, man. And it's like, what were you drinking that Gatorade protein stuff for the protein?
Yeah, it's like 10 grams of protein per bottle, and it just tastes like antibiotics. It's trash. But yeah, like I was saying, I remember body armor doesn't have the zero. They just have the light, and that has hella sugar in it still. Hella sugar.
That's, man, that liquid protein they're giving you is crap, man. Don't drink that shit.
I'm not drinking that shit. It's been sitting here literally inside of a box for the past like probably 4 months, and I haven't touched it, but I was hella thirsty, and that dab hit almost fucking killed me. So I had to have something to save me.
Gotcha.
I didn't want to ask Amber to go get up and get the water, but at this point there's no choice. What's that? I can't do that right now.
Strawberry banana smoothie?
You know what? Fuck it. I'll do the strawberry banana smoothie. Whatever. We'll break the fast.
Ooh, that sounds fire.
Breaking the fast for their strawberry banana smoothie. I fuck with these things, bro. The Boathouse Farm strawberry banana smoothie. I'm giving all kinds of sponsors out today.
I gotta see this.
Shit. I mean, it's in a cup.
I don't think I've ever heard of it. Boathouse?
Boathouse, yeah. It's pretty similar to Naked. Like it tastes a lot like Naked smoothie.
I've never had a Naked in my life.
You haven't fucking lived. What the fuck is wrong with you? You see them every time you go into the grocery
Man.
store and gas station. Why haven't you gotten one?
I don't know, man. They don't call for me. Body
Really?
armor's like, what you doing over there, big boy? And I said, I guess buying you. And they're like, no, you're not just buying one of us. You're buying two of us. We're on a deal.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's always buy two
I
and
can
get
do
it for
that.
$3.50. Always.
Oh my, shoot! Over here, it's buy two get for $5.50.
You know what I mean? I don't drink them like that. So
Man, I was about to say I'm coming to California for my drinks now. Y'all selling two for $3.50?
nah, it's probably more
Saving me
expensive
too.
out here. It's fucking expensive for everything out here. Everything.
And I bet, man. Like I'm not, man. I got to the point in life where like California and Florida are played out to me. Like I wouldn't want to go for real.
I mean,
Like I want to go to states that no one goes to. Like I don't. Everyone goes to Colorado to go get
What?
weed and stuff. But you say what to?
that you never want to go to Colorado? You're tripping. What the fuck? That place is beautiful.
And it's I like I still want to go. Like I want to go to all 50 states, but it's like I feel like it's played out. Like Colorado to me is played out. Everyone goes to Colorado for weed. I go to Oregon. I have no need to go to Colorado. Okay, yeah, the mountains are beautiful and all that, but it's like
They are beautiful.
cheaper. It's beautiful. I would just go back for the mountains, not even the weed. But to me, Oregon was better. And there's nothing in Oregon. There's nothing beautiful in Oregon. There's nothing in Oregon. Open fields and what was it? Potatoes, maybe? I don't know. There's nothing in Oregon.
Fucking potatoes. There's a lot of drugs in Oregon. Everything is legal out there. It's a wild, wild west.
Yeah.
It's dope. I want to go
like
there.
meth.
Yeah, everything is legal out there.
And they're like, and he was like, we legalized meth, and I said, yeah, y'all keep going that far, I'm never coming back. Never coming back, man. You put meth in my weed, we're gonna have a fucking problem.
Oh yeah. Do you think you've ever smoked? I asked the guys this the other night. Do you think you've ever smoked like laced pack? Like it doesn't have to be with meth, but do you think you've smoked laced pack before?
Well, back in the day, yeah, I believe I have.
Like what was that like? How did you know that it was laced?
It was white powder on it. White powder, because I looked at it and I was like,
smoked it, bro.
And then like I started putting it in my hand, like you know how like weed is like sticky if it's crystallized.
Yeah.
This felt like someone dipped it in baby powder and shook it crazy and sold it for a little bit higher, saying this is the best stuff ever.
What?
And on the news a couple of days ago, they said
shit.
15 pounds of weed laced with, was it methanol?
Mm-hmm.
It just hit St. Louis, so be careful who you buy from.
Holy shit.
This is why I'm so glad that I know the guy who I get my shit from.
Definitely, for sure. Were you pretty young whenever you got that? How old were you?
Oh, dude, I was 14.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Old when that happened.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, I was terrified to smoke it, so I was like, let's find the dumbest kid we know and have him smoke it. Let's find the dumbest stoner we know and have him smoke it and see what he does to him.
Mm-hmm.
That we won't have it that bad.
Shit, Amber's freaking the fuck out about methanol. She's like, holy fuck, methanol? It's funny.
Yeah, man, methanol. It's like I won't buy from people. Like I had this. I can't necessarily say she's my friend. More of an acquaintance, I guess.
Yeah, you just know her.
She started working at my job. Yeah, she started working at my job. And she came up to me and goes, "Oh, I didn't know you work here." And I go, "Well, I wish you didn't." Found out her ass is high as hell on ecstasy. And I said, "Why would you take ecstasy here?
What
you
the
have
fuck?
no need taking ecstasy here." And she took a lot of ecstasy.
Is there like
Her
heavy
thing is
machinery
she
going
can't-
on at that factory that you were working at?
What the
Wherever the place that
what I'm working at now?
Nah. I'm not trying to derail you from your story, but I'm talking like the place where you were working at with that girl high on meth. Was there like heavy machinery there that could fuck her up?
You're stupid, yeah.
Okay. I mean, if you were high on meth, then
Like-
probably.
Oh, if you're high on like meth or heroin, you're done for, man. Like
It's
we,
fucked.
so we where we you pretty much. So I work for Nike, Nike,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to wear these gloves, and we have to wear these long ass sleeves that reach all the way like, right here
Yeah.
because we work with razors and sharp points. So like my hand is rubbing all against razors all day long, sharp as hell, and they get sharpened before every ship. So I'm
God
rubbing
damn.
on them and stuff.
With gloves on?
With gloves on. Like if I would take my
Of
glove off
course.
and rub myself, I'm cutting my whole hand open.
Holy shit. That's scary
Well,
as
it's already-
hell.
Like they're so big on replacing your gloves when they start getting worn out or strings start getting loose. This girl had a string. She had like a big, huge string, and so you're always rotating. Every hour you rotate, so you're doing something different every hour. She was on the spinning weld. Well, the spinning weld caught her glove and then yanked her hand into the machine, and then it crushed her hand because then the weld, it's spinning weld, they're arc welds, so it's pretty much shocking the hell out of you and smashing real hard, and it has razors at the end because it's got to cut the rest of the product off. Her hand got completely smashed in there, and then the tip of
Holy shit.
like one of these three fingers got arc weld, so that got burnt to pretty much nearly a crisp.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
God damn.
She also wasn't paying attention. It's
Well, yeah. I
place the
mean,
material. You step the hell back, and you press the thing. If you don't step the hell back before you press the thing, and you have something loose, that thing's gonna catch you or hit you in the face because something slides right through, gets close to your face.
what the
So-
fuck?
Yeah, man, her arm got crushed.
Wow.
And like she just screaming and like, I mean, it was just the tip of her finger that got arc weld. I don't arc weld.
Just the
gets
tip of her
hot.
finger. Yeah, I could imagine if it burned her shit to a
Oh.
fucking crisp.
Man, she's fucking screaming. Her hand's completely broken. Completely, because it's a hydraulic. It's a
Fuck.
hydraulic
Oh my god.
press that comes down and puts down lots of pressure. Then you're stuck between another metal piece. So just
Fuck.
imagine your hand being sandwiched by a hydraulic press and being shocked weld.
Did it look like a murder scene, or did it just like, what did her hand look like? Did it look flattened?
I couldn't even describe it, man. Like just some
Fuck, that
cartoon
sounds
shit.
some cartoon.
This
Yeah.
was some cartoon. Like I was dumbfounded. I was like, "This isn't real. I'm not at work. I'm at home. I'm dreaming this." And then I was like, "I'm at work. I'm at work. This is real. Your arm is fucked. You're not getting that hand back. Pretty much, and it's not gonna work the same."
Fuck. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I'm gonna change the podcast to just chatting, because I don't know. It's like not that many people are in the talk shows and broadcast section of Twitch at all. Like there's not even that many people streaming. So I think I'm just gonna move the podcast over to just chatting.
It's
Keep it
probably
there.
like one of the best things to do.
Yeah. I think that this stays on. I think that this stays on my Twitch channel. I don't know how long it stays on there for. I think it may be permanent if I want it to be, which is honestly how I want it to be. I want all of them to stay permanent for YouTube and Twitch. But
Episode 1.
her hand got smashed by a fucking hydraulic press, And so what happened? Was she freaking the fuck out? Did she like, what was her reaction to that?
Man. So on this machine, man, it's kind of fucked up, and they have the emergency thing at a bad location. So it's like you only got a couple seconds to react when it yanks you in. No one, I don't care if you're the Flash, you're not stopping that machine on time. Not stopping that machine on time.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
It was bound to happen regardless.
Fuck.
To happen. Everyone's in their own workstation, and like no one's necessarily near you at this time when everyone's in their own workstation. But we're just much watching you and hear you scream.
Oh my god.
I mean, there's nothing else we could do besides watch because it's like
yeah. I mean, like
to do.
Like you did you guys have your phone on you at the time or no?
Yeah, so we're allowed to have our phones. We just can't have them out. And so
in that situation, like I think it'd be okay though, right?
Yeah. I mean, man, there's been fights at that job. The dude who recorded a fight got fired. Like, there's no recording, but I was like, I don't need to record. I seen that happen. It's already in my head.
Hell yeah, you have that visual recording stored in your dome.
Exactly. So it's like, and you could hurry and like, he didn't even hit. I mean, he hit the emergency stop, but he kicked it like hard kicked the emergency stop. It's like, no.
He's been waiting to fucking kick that emergency stop button since he got hired. Whenever they were giving him the walk around and they were like, hey, this is the emergency stop button. Like, only touch this in emergencies. He was like, oh, bet. I'm going to work here until I can touch that shit.
You want to know what the funny thing about the emergency stop? They tell you do not press it for any reason.
Oh, fuck no. That's an oh, well, I mean, if that dude gets fired for touching the emergency button, hopefully it wasn't the same guy that filmed the video.
So no. The dude who filmed the video, that he didn't record that. There was like a fight happening.
No, I know. I was just saying, like, hopefully it wasn't him because, like, you know, that guy hitting that emergency button.
Thought they were mixed.
Nah. I was just saying him hitting that emergency button could have saved her life or saved her hand from being amputated. You never fucking know with hand injuries. Some weird shit can happen with hand injuries. Seriously.
Yep. It's mostly so don't hit the emergency button for any reason. It's mostly on the main machine because so we work with plastic, and the plastic gets heated up to about 500, maybe 800 degrees, maybe even higher. And then on some machines, it gets cooled down. Like I mostly work in People's, and People's are going from 500 all the way down to about 250, 200 to 300 degrees, and then you're touching it.
That's so fucking crazy.
It's hot. And then
sounds like something a machine should do for you. But anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're good. So if I would press the emergency button on the machine while the oven's still running, the oven will not shut off for any reason.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like these machines were made in about the 60s.
Wow. Nike really doesn't give a fuck. You would think that a company like Nike would go all out on the well, actually, no, you wouldn't think that because I've heard terrible shit about Nike. But regardless, you would think that a company that has millions or billions and billions of dollars would at least have good factories that are in the States. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like, man, what was it? First time working at Nike, you have to wear everything Nike. You can't wear any competition, which is understandable.
Dripped out, bro. That's what's
like
up.
My first pair.
Did you hear me?
I didn't hear you.
Oh, nah, I said drift out. That's what's up.
Oh, I hate Nike products. I think Nike's a terrible company.
I mean, of course you do. You work for them.
So, man, like I bought these pair of shoes, man. They didn't even last me a year, and they ripped while I was at Nike. The operator came to me and goes, "Oh, your shoes ripped." And I looked at her, looked down at my shoes, looked back at her, said, "I know. Nike products fucking suck. He just looked at me like, I can't
Oh
believe you said
shit.
that. I was like, yup, I hate Nike products.
Oh shit.
If it's not, if you're not buying someone's name, like if you're not buying a pair of Jordan, even though Jordan is its own brand,
Yeah.
if you are not buying a name behind Nike, do not buy Nike. Nike's terrible. And the shirts are excellent. The shorts are excellent.
You're
If
talking about the
buying
shoes?
Shoes. I mean, yeah, Nike shoes are good, but there's better options. For I would say for like running and all that, go Puma. Pumas are the most comfortable shoes I've ever had.
Bro, I have a pair of Pumas. Hold on 1 second. Let me grab them.
You're on hold.
Oh
Now
shit.
this is my podcast.
These shoes are so slept on, bro. I saw these at Famous Footwear and they were on sale for $30 because I have a gigantic foot and normally my shoes are on sale. But look at these. These things are kind of drippy. I like these. They don't go with everything, but whenever they do match with something, they match with it for sure. I like them a lot.
Ooh.
I'm not trying to sit, bro. I'm giving out all kinds of sponsorships for free tonight. God damn. Somebody needs to pay me.
Man, hold up, bro. See, I like Pumas, man, and I never had a pair of Pumas a day in my life.
They're so comfortable. It's like you're walking on clouds. I swear to God.
I like those. I'm gonna have to get me a pair of those. I have their soft foams, and like, dude, the shoes are so light and so comfortable. Like, I could slip those shoes on and feel totally fine.
Straight
Like,
up.
no, if you want to go with running, I would go Pumas. Nikes are heavy. Nikes are heavy.
Some of them are. Some of them.
I can't wait to get them off my feet. Some. These are my pair of Nikes the only pair of Nikes I own now. You can't really see them.
Yeah, my brother. For the next, we're gonna have to get you a good camera. I might just have to send you a little camera piece, bop, because I mean, we definitely got to do this podcast again in the future, and it'd be nice to have you in some better quality so I could see those shoes and that vacuum in the back, even though it's not a vacuum. It's a steam mop vacuum.
Oh, it's a vacuum. But it's a vacuum mop.
It's a fucking microwave too. You can heat up food with that son of a bitch.
Shoot, man, I got a microwave in the trunk of my car.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. Hey, I kind of want to get back to this. So you were talking about your, unless you want to continue what you were saying.
Let's go back to it, man. I feel like we've been drifting off so many conversations. Let's get back to it. We gotta stay on track somehow.
Exactly. I mean, we don't have to do anything. We don't have to do fucking anything at all. We could just like sit here and not do anything and meditate the whole stream, and everybody would just have to be okay with that.
We could.
We can do that right now. I don't want to do that right now, though. I want to know about this conversation. We'll do that later.
Neither do I.
So you said that you got misdiagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Like, I don't know if you told me and it just like escaped my mind, but what did they misdiagnose you with?
I don't think I did tell you, man. So
like, what did you like actually end up having?
So I don't necessarily know like the full name, but it is a form of MS, but it's not MS. It's just a form of it. So I have little. It's like they say lesions. I don't really know what a lesion on a brain is.
I can tell you what that is. I can tell you what that is.
They look like little tiny holes on my.
I'll tell you what that is. So basically, I had my brain surgery, and the aneurysm, which for those of you that don't know, an aneurysm is basically a vein in the brain that swells up and becomes, it kind of balloons, and then the blood slowly leaks out of it, or it bursts. Luckily for me, it just slowly leaked, but that blood slowly leaking caused me to have like a really big lesion in my brain, and that's why I have the memory issues I have. So basically what a lesion is a dead spot in your brain. It's where there's no brain activity happening. So depending on the part of your brain where that is, because there's all different parts of the brain, and it can severely affect your personality. It can affect your day-to-day in a lot of different ways. I can tell you that it's affected mine for sure. Like for me, my memory is fucked because I have a lesion in the right temporal lobe, which is the memory portion of the brain. Say if you had, and it also deals with anger. And the right temporal lobe deals with memory, it deals with anger, it deals with random outbursts. But if you have a lesion, say, in a different part of your brain, you wouldn't be able to be as creative as another person. Some people aren't able to be creative because they have lesions in that part of their brain. So do you know like where you have it at?
So let me take off my hat. They're nowhere right here, but it's like in the back around like my, I don't know why I got closer, like the circle back of the head. I have lesions back there. And they're tiny. I don't know if lesions are supposed to be huge or tiny, but the tinies, like I just call them hole. I have holes in my head, my brain.
Yeah.
So like I never knew what a lesion was, and like I keep telling myself I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up, but I hate looking up. Kind of like when I had a tumor in my kidney.
Yeah, just like what I told you about not
brain.
wanting to come to acceptance about the shit that's really wrong with you. Pretty much.
Yeah. So it's like, now I'm gonna have to look into it because, like, man, I've been thinking because, like, there's like a lot of stuff I've been forgetting, like stuff that I should have known.
Yeah,
I forgot, like grammar. I'm terrible with grammar now. Well, I was always been terrible, but I keep getting worse every year. Like, remember when I used the wrong "your" in one of your streams?
You remember that shit? You're
And
talking to me about how bad your memory
that wasn't
is,
even auto.
but you're telling me that you remember whenever you use
Like
the wrong "your." I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
No, you're good. Like, so, like, something has to happen now for me to like remember it, and I can't forget it. So, like that day, so anytime I use the correct "your," I think about it like Jelly taught me how to use the right "your," and I used it incorrectly. So this is the right "your," and that's how I think about it now. And it's like I should have known that in school. I shouldn't have a someone who was a stranger or friend teach me how to use "your" correctly. So now I think about that constantly.
Why not?
Like, is
Why
this the
not?
right "your"?
Why not though?
It's got to be. This has to be.
Why?
What do you mean? Why not?
Why not? Can you give me a good answer?
No, I cannot give you a good answer.
All
There
right,
is no
then.
answer to that.
There is no answer.
This is like you should have learned that in school.
No, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have done anything at any point in time. Like, there's no point in time where you should have done anything. It's just like, if it happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't learn then, you learn now. You literally just said this shit to me at the beginning of this podcast. See, you're like me, bro. This is why I like you. You're bad at following your own advice, bro. This is why I like you. I'm bad at following my own advice too. I'm terrible at it.
I hate when people use my own words against me because I look at them like, fuck you. Those are my words.
Yeah, exactly. I hate that shit too. Amber does that shit to me sometimes, and honestly, it's like, I'll get really mad about a lot of things, like a lot of the times for no fucking reason. But whenever she uses my own words against me, I don't even get mad. I just like am dumbfounded. I'm like, fuck, god damn. That's like exactly what I just said.
The look on your face is like, especially when it's like your significant other, you look at them like, that's cute. That's real cute that you're using my words trying to be like me, but
oh yeah,
do that.
That's a cool thing about being in a relationship too, is like you kind of start being like each other too. It's like there's parts of me now, like I'm more positive. Every time I see a friend, like I realize that encounters and just hanging out with people is all about energy. So if I come up to you and I dap you up and I'm like, yo, what's up? You know, that whole day that I'm chilling with you could be off of that energy I gave you at the very beginning of us chilling.
Beginning, yes,
But
sir.
if I come out of my door and you're sitting in your car and I'm like, yo, what's good, yo, it's gonna be a way better experience from the beginning. And like, I can say that from experience, like just from experience,
Man,
like my energy has brought up other people just like other people's energy brings up mine.
Yeah, and like, man, that's so crazy. It's so crazy because like, so my biggest thing and what everyone loves but hates about me, you know what CPT is?
I don't know what CPT is. No.
Other people time.
Wait, say again.
Other people time means that we're always late.
Oh,
Mine is
okay.
worse than that. I have what I like to call Joey time. It means I'm gonna be late if you don't tell me a couple hours before. Like, let's say that you're planning an event, right? And the event starts at 9. Okay, I will be at that event at 12 or maybe 11. I won't be there at 9. But if you lie to me and said, like, if the event to you starts at 9, but you tell me the event really starts at like 7 or whatever, I'll be there at 9. Be there at 9:30. Be like, oh, what's up, y'all? So everyone loves that. Even parties, man. You invite me to a party, I ask you some questions, answer questions, and I don't like it. I'm either not coming or I'm going to be even later than I should be because I know how long that person would stay.
You want to know something
so it's
funny?
like I'm always lit.
I just had this conversation with Amber. She had a family function where her nephew, I can't remember exactly. He has, babe, it's all good. She can't hear me. Her nephew has like seizures, grandma seizures really bad. And he also, he's mentally retarded and has a bunch of different mental disabilities. I may be wrong about exactly what he has, but I know that he has uncontrollable seizures, and he's outlived his life expectancy by like a lot of fucking years. It's okay, baby. So now he's 30 years old, and you know, he's outlived his life expectancy by like a lot of years. So every time it's his birthday, it's like a really exciting thing that people celebrate and shit. So they rented out this like baseball field, this minor league baseball field that one of her family members works at for the whole event, and it was really dope. But Amber's normally the type of person to always be early to an event. And it's funny that you mentioned what you mentioned, because we were like probably about an hour and a half late to the event. And whenever we got there, everybody was so happy to see us. It was really like it was easier to be social in that situation because everybody wanted to talk to us. We were the new people there. And then whenever we got in the car on the way back, she was like, I feel really bad about being late for, you know, Andy's birthday party. And I was like, why do you feel bad? I was like, coming late to events is like honestly better because everybody's already having a good time. Everybody's pretty much already drunk or lubricated up socially. So it's easy to kind of get into conversations with people whenever you're late to the party.
Man, and it's like anytime I'd come early or be already at the party and everyone's like, oh, what's up, Joe? You know, what's up, man? So it's like, I want the same energy when I'm here, when I'm late. I want to walk in the room and everyone's like, who the hell just walked in this house?
Yeah.
And they see me and they go, oh shit, Joey's here. So it's like, I want that same energy when y'all walk into a party. Even if I'm late, you go, oh shit, Joey's here. No, I need that same energy if I'm going to be late. I feel so rude for not even reading some of these comments.
Oh no, it's all good. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. For this podcast, I really didn't plan on reading the comments. Just like kind of just doing my own thing. It's kind of hard to read the comments and have a good conversation and kind of keep it up naturally.
I just saw a Buddhist, so it's like, but no, she's honestly correct. Good energy does create a ripple effect.
I appreciate that you do that. I feel like a piece of shit. I feel like I should be the one doing it, but
I felt really bad because I saw her links and I was like, oh, I want to go look at those, but it's like I don't want to be disrespectful to you.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
Conversation.
That's why I like doing this thing live on Twitch was kind of like a thing where you know, I want to do it because I like the idea of having something live, you know, not censored, anything could happen. But I also don't like having to go back to the chat and read it whenever I'm trying to have a conversation. I like reading chat whenever I'm doing my gaming streams or maybe different just chatting streams, maybe by myself. But as far as like trying to have like a one-on-one conversation with somebody, I like to just kind of lock in and do it that way.
Right. Because I mean, this is like my first podcast I ever been a part of.
You're doing
like,
great, bro. You should be on my podcast.
Thank you. Thank you. And everyone keeps telling me I should do podcasts. I should go do stand up, but it's like podcasts I can do, stand up I can't do. I get stage fright. I do not like being the center of attention. I rather, if I was going to be on stage,
you could do it.
Everyone needs to turn around.
You could fucking definitely do it.
I get stage fright, so I'm gonna need everyone to turn around and face the bar while I make these jokes. Because I don't want to stare at my ugly ass, and I don't want to stare at y'all ugly asses. So
you underestimate yourself, bro. I could literally, like, I don't even have to close my eyes. I don't even have to close my eyes to see it. I could see you on a stage making some jokes for sure and kind of commanding a crowd. It's like, it's all, I feel like everybody really has that side in them, because I've seen some really introverted ass people become stand-up comedians, and you can tell that they're not comfortable on stage, but they're funny as fuck. Hilarious. Like, so fucking funny.
I know the first thing I would love to talk about is the first time I got high.
How old were you whenever you first got high? And was
14,
it weed?
14. It was weed.
All right, cool. Not that it matters,
yeah,
but
like, no, man. No, but see, I feel like it does matter, because people will be like, oh yeah, I was 14, I was doing meth.
Who cares?
I would not be saying that, man.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Like,
I just had a conversation with a missionary outside of Home Depot, and she told me all kinds of shit about her life. She gave me like 2 pixie sticks because I gave her $5 for a donation. But she gave me a long ass conversation about her life, talking about how she beat the fuck out of her mom and her father and went to jail for assault at like 16, and she was like smoking meth and doing all this stuff. I don't think that, like, you know, as long as you're not saying like, oh, the first time I got high was smoking meth, as long as you're like not saying it like you're proud of it, there's nothing wrong with saying that. Like, I would never judge somebody if like for example, if you just said that you smoked meth at 14, I'd be like, holy fuck, how did you get into that circumstance to smoke meth at 14 years old? Right. You know?
Yeah, nope. You're honestly correct.
You know, it's normal like, people, some just people... an asshole would be like, you know, weird about it.
Right. But yeah, no, 14, man. I'll never forget that day. Never forget that day. That day was hilarious to this day.
Explain it to me.
Man, oh man. It was it looks good
like
weed.
You're like euphoric right now just thinking about it.
Man, like, it was good weed, but if I was able to smoke that weed again, I wouldn't. Peanut butter kush was good, but that cottonmouth, I wish I know, man. Oh, thank you. Like, you had peanut butter before, right?
I mean, yeah, I'm fat. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's a good. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I've definitely had peanut butter.
Yeah. So it's like, you ever just put like a whole bunch in your mouth and it's like you're trying to eat it?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Well, imagine that, but like no saliva is coming to rescue you. No saliva.
No saliva at all.
Nothing. No cotton mouth out the ass.
Were you eating peanut butter with cotton mouth, bro?
No, there was peanut butter kush, so it tastes like peanut butter. And like, so you have nothing but a peanut butter taste, but you have no saliva coming in. So like your mouth is just completely dry. Like you've been in a desert just with your mouth open and dry. Like no saliva's coming. You're spitting a little bit, but no saliva. Or you are spitting and there's no saliva coming out. So just high as hell, fucking dying. Think it to yourself, because this is the first time I smoked weed that this is how I die. They
Yeah.
told me not to smoke weed, and I know why you don't smoke weed anymore. You're just gonna die. So I'm thinking the whole time I'm dying because I didn't know what the hell cottonmouth was. I was just like,
Yeah.
no saliva. I'm dying. Like
You thought
all
like
the
your whole
water in my body.
insides was like was drying out or something?
Yeah, bro. I was terrified. Terrified. I was like,
What the
my
fuck?
friends were coming to my house anyways, and like my mom was home.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude, my mom was home, and I was like, guys, and the only place I felt safe was at my house. And I was like, guys, we gotta go to my house to get stuff.
Yeah, you have to get
And like,
stuff.
what? Yeah, why? Is I think that I'm my body is just drying out. I'm hungry as hell. Hungry. I was like, how am I drying out and I'm starving? And we're miles away from my house, so we're all walking, just dying, taking forever because I don't think they know the mission we have to do.
Yeah, there's a mission.
I should have just left them behind and kept going.
You should have.
Definitely should have. Like, fuck them. This is where the best part gets. So we finally get to my house, and I realize my mom's home. I'm like, oh fuck! And now, first time getting high, I'm gonna be in my mom's face, high. Never been high in front of my mom.
Fuck.
So I
It's
get
the worst.
home, and they're high. Like my friend Gabe at the time, you could tell he's high. Like he can't hide the fact that he's high. He is high. I
Yeah.
pretty much sobered myself up. And I was like, you're not dying right now.
Right.
Now you gotta finish this mission, and after you finish this mission, you could die.
Yeah.
So it was like, I need water so my body doesn't dry out. Soon as I get inside and I see my mom, like, hey mom, we're hungry. Is there any food in this house? I forgot I forgot all about liquid.
Oh my god.
Wanted food at this point. She was like, yeah, there's a can of beef stew in the kitchen.
Fuck yeah, the Denny Moore.
Did we not know. There's three of us. One can opener. Little did we know that there was 3 cans of beef stew that we could have had.
Damn.
We had 1 can. 1 can, little bitty can, enough for one person to have beef stew.
The infamous
Stew,
beef
man.
stew.
I hurry up, grab that stew, toss it to my friend because he knew where the can opener was. He yanked that bitch out of there,
shit.
opened it so fast.
Damn.
And I hurried and got the 3 spoons and said, boys, we are feasting tonight before we die. I think we're dying. I'm drying out.
Did they think that they were dying?
Going along. No idea what they were thinking, and I didn't care what they were thinking. I just knew what I knew. And we're just going to town on beef stew, man. Straight out the can. We didn't heat it up. We didn't season it. Straight out the can. Well, I notice there's one piece of meat left. And what's the best part of beef stew? That meat.
Facts.
I
yoink that bitch.
right in. I got that meat. I'm singing to myself like I've got the meats.
Yeah.
I got the meats.
Yeah.
My friend notices it. I see him staring at my piece of meat.
No.
He smacks my spoon right back in.
What the
my
fuck?
spoon and my piece of meat goes right back into the can. I'm like, you're a bitch. I'm gonna get that shit back. Oh, but so he has on his spoon now my piece of meat. I'm trying to do the same thing he did to me. Smack the piece of meat right back into the can so I can grab it. But I ended up socking his ass right in the face. Right when the meat was about to go in his mouth. Punched him right in the face.
How hard?
Can of beef pretty hard. Well, not hard.
Not like
medium,
full force, hopefully.
Medium, not full force.
Okay, good. You're not a complete fucking asshole.
Oh no, like, and I wasn't even trying to. I was aiming for the spoon, but the spoon was almost in his mouth. I didn't appreciate it. It was my meat, my beef stew, anyways. But yeah, so I accidentally punched him in the face. A quick, like, sad stab thing. Meat went flying. His spoon went flying. Like he was still holding on to the can, but he kind of spilled some of the can on his face. And he
Damn.
just looks at me and goes, "Oh." I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh shit, I can't believe I did that." And my other friend is just like geeky. He just laughing, repeating the same thing. Like he punched you in the face. He punched you in the face. I was like, "Dude, I'm so sorry, but that was my piece of meat." He
It
was
was your
like,
piece of
"The
meat,
fuck are you
dude.
talking?" He was like, "No, that was on my spoon first, and I dropped it back." And he said when he picked it up, it fell back into the can. And I said, "No, that's not what happened.
That's not what
That's not what
happened.
happened at all." And man, funniest thing ever. And anytime I see him, I always bring it up, and we always have a great laugh. First time I got high, and then after we finished up the rest of the beef stew, we found the other cans.
And then he's
Totally
just like,
pissed.
yeah, I would have been. I mean, I'm sure that he was way more pissed than you were, though.
Man, he got covered all with beef stew. It was like we were all kind of sad about it because we're like, bro, we all could have had our own fucking beef stew, our own piece of meat. No, we didn't do that.
Oh shit. Hey, I mean, as long as, I mean, if you look at it this way, there's a silver lining and everything. I mean, your boy did get socked in the mouth, but you had some beef stew whenever they left your house. You still had some leftover beef stew to eat.
See, and here's the crazy thing about the way we lived, man. The way I lived as a child. So we weren't rich. We were a poor ass family.
Mm-hmm.
Poor ass family. My mom became a hoarder, and that was her depression. Um, pretty much she would hide the food. Like she would hide ramen and hide it because she like they would eat it all up. So like
Damn.
there was days, man, and it's like I'm not sad about this life. Like I'm very prideful of the life I have because it's like
Oh yeah.
dude, that was awesome. Yeah, okay, shit sucked, but like no, dude, that was awesome. But do it over and over again. Yeah, but she would hide food constantly because I mean you have 5 kids, so you got to make sure you eat yourself. So like she would hide ramen, canned goods. The only canned goods like she would leave out would be like canned goods you wouldn't eat. Like you're not gonna every day grab a can of corn, a granny um, can of green beans. Like all vegetables were a free for all pretty much if you want
Right, right,
vegetables.
right.
That's actually that's really how I really got started getting good at cooking.
Yeah.
At least Stoner me thought I was good. I don't know if
She
Sober me would.
didn't she didn't do like food stamps or anything like that?
Ever government assistance refused it.
Wow.
Her pride and ego was way too high, man. Way too high.
That's
I
one
didn't do
thing.
it.
It's like I can relate to like what you're saying about you know, being in a impoverished family and shit, but you know, my mom, she never got like the welfare checks, but she did just about everything else, like the food stamps. I think it's called SNAP, which is the one for like newborns, so you can get formula whenever they're newborn because formula is so fucking expensive. Um, like
Yeah, I
we never
remember that
didn't
one.
have food in the house. Like I was always fat as fuck, and I don't know. We always had food in that house. It was pretty much like a grocery store in that place at all times.
Yeah, see, so like basically in my childhood, like my mom had 5 kids,
Mm-hmm.
but she also had to pay child support while raising
She
raising four
paid child
kids
support?
because she had to pay child support
Wow. Wow, that's crazy. That doesn't happen often, the mom paying child support.
because the what was it? My the second oldest, my sister, who none of us talked to. It's been out 8 years since I've talked to her.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, she pretty much found her own way out. She was the only one who stayed in contact with her father. Um, all that, and like I said, my mom was always in a deep depression. Her way is hoarding. She's a hoarder.
Right.
So my sister got out of that life. Got to go live with her rich dad and all that, but my mom had to pay her rich dad child support.
Wow. How the fuck did that happen?
Yeah. It will never make sense to me, and I will never know.
Is she the type of person that, like, I mean, I'm thinking, you know, she's the type of person to turn down government assistance. Is she the type of person to, like, kind of cave in so she doesn't have to, like, be in a court setting? Does she just not like all that shit? Because that's crazy to think that she would have to pay child support. The only really real way that I could think that she would be in that situation is if she was either making way more money than the father of the kid, or if the father of the kid had that kid all the time. Like, that would, I mean, like, did she just never go to court?
So it was basically the fact that the father of the kid was there all the time. Like, there's times my sister would have to come back, but she wouldn't stay. Like, she would come back, she'll drop some of her clothes off at the place, and then go straight to her friend's house or back to her dad's house.
Right.
And like I said, my mom has always worked. My mom has worked two to three jobs my whole childhood. Until this day, she still can't stop because she's so used to it. So when she's off work or has a day off, she doesn't know what to do. Doesn't know what to do, and it drives her crazy. So working is all my mom knows.
Wow.
Working is all my mom knows how to do. Like, but I mean, when we were younger, she knew
survive, you know.
Duh. Yeah. Like, when we were younger, she was like, "Okay, I know what to do. I have to go spend time with my kids. I'm a mother, of course I have to."
Right.
Like that's kind of like why I love football, because football you only played once a week and it was on the weekend, so she always came to all my games. When I played baseball, she was barely ever there because she always had to work. So it was like, yeah, so she always had to work.
You liked a lot of the things where you could escape. That's probably why you got into like that bad friend group that you were talking about earlier.
So she always had to work and all that. I tell people all the time. Another reason why I don't like my sister and why I stopped caring for like my birthdays. Well, this is a major one.
When's your birthday, by the way? Oh, never mind. It's July 3rd, right?
Ooh, man, you're close. July 12th. At least you knew.
Fuck. Yeah, I knew you were July. I just couldn't remember the date. Go ahead. You were talking about your sister.
Yeah. So I remember I really don't remember how young I was. I just remember I was a young teenager. And she texted me saying, "Hey, I know it's your birthday." And like, my mom had to work on my birthday, so I never had a birthday party anyways as a kid. So
wow, that's fucked up.
My sister
really?
messaged me. Never had a birthday party ever. Never as a kid. I always went to people's birthday parties. Never had a birthday party.
Wow, that's fucked. I'm really sorry that happened, bro.
Message. I mean,
it made you who you are. It made you who you are, but that's a tough fucking thing. Regardless, I can't. I mean, I'm a guy trying to be a guy, empathizing with a guy, but at the end of the day, that's a fucking tough thing to go through for sure.
Yeah, because it's like, no birthday party, but so she messaged me on my birthday saying, "Hey, I want to take you out for lunch or dinner," and I was really excited because it's like, dang, I never had a birthday party. No one's ever done anything special for my birthday. So yeah, I'm telling my friends I don't want to hang out.
Yeah.
And all that, because like, so I sat on the porch, man. I sat on the porch at 12 p.m., pretty much noon. From noon to 9:30 at night, I sat on that porch and would not leave that porch. I waited for her and she never showed. Never showed.
Damn, that's
her brother on her dad's side has a birthday a day or a couple of days after mine. She uploaded a picture of taking him to lunch and how much she loves him, and it was like, you were supposed to take me out for lunch or dinner, and you left me on a porch. You left me on a porch. I waited 9.5 hours on that porch. Excited. I kept telling myself, as hours went by, she slowly started ignoring me. She's coming. She's coming. She wouldn't do that. She changed. So she didn't even show.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that, bro.
Appreciate it, man, but I really don't know how to feel about it. Like I still feel anger towards it. I seen her at my nephew's birthday party. And she tried to talk to me. She goes, "Oh, how you like?" She tried to talk to me after my surgery, and I ignored her. I have nothing to say to you. You fucked us up, left all of your siblings behind. While you got a better life and all that. Like, congratulations. Like, I'm not mad that you got out. Like, congratulations, you got out. But the price you paid for you getting out was fucking all the rest of us over. You don't care that you did.
Hold on one second. I don't want to.
No, she doesn't.
I don't want to. I want you to continue with your story, but I maybe you already said it and I don't remember. But how did she fuck you over by moving out there? Are you gonna get to that?
Oh yeah, I should have never skipped it. I think I just said she fucked us over and went on. So like I said, my mom's a hoarder. Mom's a big hoarder, man. That's the way she deals with depression. Her depression, she doesn't know how to.
Yeah.
So I remember this day clearly. So that sister, my brother who's 2 years older than me, James, with a wire hanger. You know, wire hangers hurt.
Fuck yeah, wire hangers are brutal.
Beat the hell out of him with a wire hanger. My mom came home from work and found out because this dude is marked up, marked. She grabbed the wire hanger and hit her on the butt a couple of times. Like, how the fuck do you like that? You don't do that to someone.
God damn.
So, her dad, ever since she's been born, has always tried to give her a camera so take pictures of the house, take pictures of the house, take pictures of the house. So after that, like a week went by, and she finally started taking pictures of the house, taking pictures of us, and it was like, why are you taking so many pictures? Like, who's gonna see these?
Yeah.
This is to her dad. Her dad calls child services, and the one who got taken away was my sister Katie. So she went off living in better, and then our life became a living hell. Living hell, man. Everything just went downhill. Like, there was a time that we became homeless and we lived in a minivan. At that time, as a kid, I didn't know that we were homeless at all. Like, we were homeless for months, almost years.
Right.
It took me all the way to middle school to realize that shit, I was homeless before. We lived in a minivan, and this is why I appreciate my oldest brother so much, because like he disguised it as that we were camping in a car. Like, every night we camped somewhere in a car and just had fun and stayed he did the best he could. And like, there was days that we didn't even get to eat. So when we got to hang out with friends, we just had to know where the car was and get to the car at the time the streetlights popped up. The worst thing my brother's always said is just do not have me come looking for you at a certain time. Do not have me looking for you because it won't be pretty. But we would always have to, like, at a certain time.
Sorry, brother.
And I hate the word steal. I hate the word steal. So we would take food from our friends and hide it in like our clothes. Like, I'm gonna have to eat this later because I need to eat tonight.
God damn, that's so fucked up.
Yep.
That's some shit that you really read out of. I've read some stuff like that out of like some books. You have a book that you could definitely write about your life. Definitely, I feel like you've already written a few chapters just talking. I feel like you can go back to this and kind of write based off of this. You don't need to. Obviously, you're able to recite it all off the dome, and that's pretty impressive.
I always thought about, like, man, but it's like I'm a terrible writer, so I would have to tell someone all this while they write everything down for me.
No, you'd be able to do it. I think that you would be able to do it. Just you may be a terrible writer right now, but just with like one English class, I think that you would be solid. Seriously. Seriously.
Yeah. It's like, and it's crazy. Like, yeah, how she said it, like, homeless, we just called it camping. My brother made us think that we were camping every night.
Right.
So it was like, man, you learn a lot of stuff. Like I told you, I stay at my mom's house sometimes, or I'll stay in my car. And it's like, staying in my car is so comfortable to me because I did it so much as a kid that it's comfort for me. I'm not afraid to. And it's like, man, at a young age, I had to survive. Surviving.
Yeah,
So
that
it's
was
like
your
I never
main
stole
focus.
from stores and all that. Like I never, and I hate using the word steal because I'm not a, because it's like to me I'm not a thief. Like I wouldn't steal money from anyone.
Oh
Like
yeah.
money I never took from anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't like saying I'm a thief. Like I took food. Like okay, I see a piece of bread left on a counter. I'm taking that piece of bread and hiding it in my clothes so you don't see it. See, like, or like a friend would offer me food. Like there was a couple times my friend offered me a frozen burrito because he's having a frozen burrito. I said, "Oh yeah, I'll take one," and then take it, hide it in my clothes, and be like, "Oh no, man, I'm not hungry. I could eat later." Um, yeah, it's
That's fucking tough.
like
That's a lot to, at least, I mean, those are things that I don't think you should ever forget. You know, those are things that you should hold on to.
oh no,
And
like yeah,
obviously you haven't
like
forgotten them
those.
now.
Cause like man, like yeah, it's sad. No one should have to do that. And that's sad. That's depressing. But it's like I'm proud of all of that, man. You know, like I'm proud of that.
Yeah,
Like
definitely. You're proud that you overcame those things and it made you who you are
yeah,
today, and you're not like a total piece of
exactly.
shit.
And like I think the worst thing I heard was like, "You're not traumatized by that." That's traumatized, and I was like, "Why would I be?" I mean, did it suck? Yeah. At that time, I didn't know I was homeless. I was told I was camping. I man, I even remembered being in school, like, and teachers were like, "What'd you guys do over the weekend?" I was like, "I was camping. Amazing."
Fuck yeah.
And like, "Well, where'd you go?" And I'm like, "I don't know, but it was awesome." I don't know,
Yeah.
parking
Yeah.
lot somewhere. It was camping. I
Mm,
was with my family. It was awesome camping. So
fuck, that is, damn. Yeah, that's heavy. Yeah. Fuck. I'm trying not to
I was
cry.
like,
God damn.
oh yeah, man, don't cry.
Nah,
That's like my
nah,
worst
nah.
thing.
It's not a
I
thing. It's not about that. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's a good thing. You know, tears are a good
because like
thing.
man, like yeah, because like man, because I've seen some people cry out, and I would wipe it like, don't cry. It's like
Nah, it's not.
it could 'cause at a young age, and correct me if I'm wrong, because sometimes I think this actually no, I've always thought to myself, even as a young kid, no matter how hard life is, someone out there has it worse than you.
Mm-hmm.
You can't complain. That's how I put it in my head. I drilled that in my head, and it's still
True.
matter of the day. I cannot be sad because I'm going through. I mean, yeah, I could be sad, but someone has it worse than me, and so since I mean, it's kind of fucked up. So it's like someone always has it worse than me, so I got to make the best of everything because it could always be worse. It could always be worse.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
So it's like
so
it's kind of
basically, I
oh,
kind of. So, so you're saying that your sister, or either both of your sisters leaving, kind of, how do you think that affected the living situation and made things worse? Do you think like your mom was more concentrated on y'all and made y'all's lives a living hell, and it was like having them there was easier? Like why was them leaving like such a bad thing for you guys though? That's kind of what I want to know.
so um so after my this is the second child, so like my mom's oldest daughter. So
Mm-hmm.
when she left, it left just the four of us: my brother Jesse, my brother James, me, and my little sister Kelly. Kelly was pretty much in diapers when all this was happening. So um and being condemned, I don't know if you know what condemned is.
I think it's like accepting the things that you've done. Is that what it is?
So condemning is pretty much well, house wise, it's pretty much this is an unliving space for a family. Um, so like my mom lost the same house multiple times because we've been condemned multiple times. So it's like we were always homeless,
Yeah.
and
That's like evicted, right?
my mom, yeah, pretty much. But you still have the house. You just can't. you can't be in this house at 7 at night, and you can't re-enter this house till 7 o'clock in the morning. So now my mom has her kids running around at 7 at night trying to survive while she has to go to work because she can't call off.
Oh, I
we,
gotcha.
we so like in my area I grew up, the last name Anton is a huge name.
Mm-hmm.
Huge name.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what do the Anton boys get themselves into today? We were always pretty much not necessarily causing trouble because we would never go out and go find trouble, but it's like we had to survive somehow. It's like, what could we do to survive today?
Right.
Or survive through the night. So like we all kind of like split up in our own ways. Like I feel bad for my youngest sister Kelly, even though me and her don't really get along, but like I could talk to her any other day.
Mm-hmm.
But like I feel like with all this happening and all this going our separate ways, like I don't blame my older brother for leaving. Like he didn't have a childhood, you know. His childhood was raising kids. So,
Right, yeah, I feel that.
Like
one.
I can hand that man to, and he's what? He's 9 years older than me. I'll be 24 next month. He'll be 33 maybe. Might have my math wrong, but he'll be 30 something. I can hand him a toy and he'll play with it like he's a little kid.
Oh, for real?
He didn't have a childhood. Dead ass, man.
Damn, that's fucking sad.
You can hand him like he's a grown man. He knows he's a grown man, but like his favorite toy back in the day was those like little toy soldiers.
Yeah.
I would hand him toy soldiers, leave him alone for hours. I would come back and those little toy soldiers would be everywhere in the house, mounted somewhere, like a decoration.
Wow.
How it would be.
That's really interesting.
It's
a lot of people deal with that life circumstance in a different way. A lot of people deal with not having a childhood in a different way. You know what I mean? That's a really interesting thing that, you know, I mean, that's kind of sad, but it's also like beautiful in the same token.
Like this also became like how I had to be like the family protector. Like there's a lot of stuff I ain't with my older brother to see anymore. I mean, not my oldest, but like the brother who's 2 years older than me. Because now at this point I am now bigger than them,
right,
height and size. So it's like I gotta protect y'all now.
Mm-hmm.
And so. And I remember I pretty much got tired of being like with my mom. It was like, I'm getting to the age where I'm an adult now. I don't want to live this life anymore. So I'm going to go on and do my own thing. And pretty much by the time I left, my little sister got raped. So I always feel like since I left, all this other stuff left.
Mm-hmm.
If I would have stayed, my little sister would have never got raped. For the longest, I blamed myself for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't blame yourself for that.
Yeah, like I no longer blame myself. Like I still like sometimes hurt about it, but it's like I could have been there, but I chose to left when I should have stayed.
Thank you for sharing that. By the way, you know that's a tough thing to share too.
And it really got to the point.
It's really fucked
where
up.
I have nothing to hide in my life. Like I love telling people because it's like I'm so prideful for it. Like, yeah, there's some sad shit. There's some sad, but like I'm so prideful for it because it's like, put yourself in my shoes. Could you do it? Could you do it the same? How could you do it better? Because to me, no one could do your life like how you did it. You know? Like I don't think I could do anything you did in life. Not at all.
Very true. Hey man, we're like 3 hours into this thing. I think it's a good time to wrap it up.
Man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I appreciate you coming on here, bro. It really means a lot. Seriously. I really enjoyed the conversation and having you on. We're gonna have to run it back for sure.
All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anytime, man. Anytime. We can even get some topic subjects going on. So
we could do that. I mean, it all depends. Maybe I'll do a themed podcast once a week too, where there's like a particular subject and that's what we're talking about the whole time, because I like this format the way it is. I like just having conversations with people that I meet, think are interesting, love, sometimes even hate. You know, I plan on having a podcast one day with somebody I really don't like. I think that would be really interesting.
Oh, I can't wait to watch that. That would shoot, man. By the end of that podcast, y'all could be friends again. Like
maybe, but you know, the type of person that I
but
would
like
want
you know.
Yeah, maybe. You never know. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't want a total piece of shit on the podcast. So obviously I'll have somebody on there that I might be able to make amends with, you know?
Yep. But yeah, man, like I love this. I'll definitely do this again.
But so, yeah, I loved it too. I'm fucking starving. I got some Indian food that I need to get into my stomach.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You gotta eat, man. Gotta eat.
I got some lamb curry. But yeah, I appreciate that shit, Joe. All right, brother. Have yourself a good night, man.
No problem. You do the same, man.
All right, everybody. I appreciate everybody that stayed in here and listened to the conversation that me and Joe had. It was definitely a good one. I'm looking forward to doing the next one on Saturday next week. I got my buddy Kyle Hooper coming on the podcast. That's going to be a really, really interesting episode. So make sure you're tuning in for that one. All right, everybody.